Good morning to everybody coming in. This is where we talk about stocks, cryptocurrency, and any type of financial news that comes in. I'm Jay Vo. This is Silk Holla, and this is what we do on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. Sorry about it not starting up on time. We just had some technical difficulties with that. But otherwise, we always start off with some news. And today we got some news for you guys. Um, More than 1,800 ATM locations across U.S. Now you can trade Dogecoin. So fans of the popular K9 themed cryptocurrency Dogecoin, you can now trade Dogecoin at over 1,800 ATMs in U.S. as of right now. This is a tweet by ATM provider CoinFlip. So Dogecoin can be purchased at ATMs. So it's becoming readily available, and it's going to be available more to people, and that's a good thing for Dogecoin. In other news, we got marijuana stocks surging as some of the first southern states, because down south, a lot of them didn't want to really legalize marijuana, but Virginia on Saturday approved it for 2024. So that's a good thing for marijuana stocks. We're on our way to a full legalization at the federal level. Hopefully, one day they'll start doing that under the Biden administration. Okay. Samsung considers 4 sites in U.S. for a $17 billion chip plant. That's New York, Austin, Texas, and then other cities in Texas. They're not even saying it in the document, but that's a $17 billion plant, and it's expected to create over 1,800 jobs in the United States. If everybody know, it's been a shortage of chips lately. And then you got big semiconductor chip places like Samsung. Samsung doesn't just make phones. They actually make chips and stuff like that. So they looking for a site in the United States. And I guess the cities with the best tax incentives are going to get those. But hopefully that's a good thing for them. How you feeling this morning, Silk?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling positive about the stock market today. My top 3 stocks that I'm looking at today is the same old, same old. Starting off at number 3, we have SOS. SOS is a blockchain stock. It's currently Friday it went out. Well, Tuesday it went out at 680. It's up in the pre-market at $7.31. That's a 7% increase. That's a 50%, 51-cent jump from Tuesday night. Also, we have MARA, Marathon. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Marathon stock is at 34 cent. $34.89. At the closing of Tuesday, it's up in the pre-market at $37.94. So it's up $3. That's an 8% increase. And finally, you already know number 1, man, because my money's in it and I'm in it to win it.
Look,
number 1, I got Riot Blockchain at $49.10. It's up. It's up $5.40 on the pre-market. So that's an 11% jump. So it's at $54.50. So I'm thinking Riot Blockchain gonna start moving. They're probably gonna play with the emotions, but it's still, the thing is that these blockchains are playing with your emotions, but these blockchains are gonna climb up. They're just waiting on Congress to agree with the stimulus check, which they have to, because the other partial stimulus check runs out March 15th. So they're gonna make the agreement this week, and have Biden sign it this week, so the checks can go out right on time.
They're not afraid to let that happen, though. You know what I'm saying? So I heard that the Senate, they're gonna vote on it, but they want to leave out the $15 minimum wage on there. So when it gets to the Senate, it's always gonna be a struggle with that $1,400. So I guess anybody, if you ain't filed your taxes from 2019 or 20, I think it's 2019, then you're not gonna get that $1,400 check. Like me, I waited to double up and file my taxes, so I gotta file for that $600 recovery fee when I put my taxes in. Let's check these messages to say good morning to the listeners.
Hey, no worries, brother. I came here because I think you were the guy that was talking to me about Ravencoin. I was looking into potentially mining that, so definitely worth discussing.
Oh, I came on another cryptocurrency show. I was talking about Pionex. We were talking about trading bot. You might be the guy that was in there with me. But we gonna get into all of that today.
Stocks and cryptocurrency. How about titties and big old jiggly booty?
Hey, listen, that'll be good for breakfast this morning. But you know what? Stocks is even better. Let's oh man. But anyway.
Yeah, that just definitely threw me for a loop, to be honest with you. But let's get back into this money conversation, man.
Last night, Sensonics, we always talk about Sensonics stock. Last night I was fooling around with some options, man. And I was thinking about buying 10 contracts for the price to hit 450 by March 19th. You know what I'm saying? So I think I might venture out into option trading, man. Like a whole lot more into my portfolio, because I was sitting there just learning on YouTube. Like I told you, I always learn from YouTube. I was going to branch out and go ahead and just try this options trading thing, because I don't know about you. We get good stocks. I always make money in the end, but it seemed like every time I get into a stock, for the life of me, I feel like the minute I get in, the stock always want to go straight down. Or it always like I feel like every time I jump in at a price, it go right down when I jump in. But I always end up making money in the long run. I don't know if anybody on the show ever feel like that. You ever jump in the stock and as soon as you jump in it, you did your research, everything. It just seemed like it don't do nothing. And then the minute that you sell it, it goes straight to the moon. This happened to me with AMC when I bought all them shares, and then I rebought back in at $10. AMC sitting somewhere around 8, 9 right now. That's one of them meme stocks. But anyway, I bought in at $7 the first time, and I had put $5,000 into it, and then it went back up because it kept fluctuating so much. It went back up a little bit, so I sold right above what I got it for, because I just got tired of the volatility inside of that stock. So when it was surging again, soon as I sold the stock, it started surging right away. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know what? Yeah. Maybe I got bad luck, but on some things, I feel like it happens to me a lot.
You put it in the atmosphere, man.
No,
I had that happen to me when I was new into investing, but you just got to tough it out, man. Like, you put it in the atmosphere that you got bad luck, you're going to have bad luck. Me personally, man, before I even come on this show, I just got done meditating for like an hour on positive affirmation. So I'm going to keep telling you, nah, we ain't going to put that on this atmosphere.
It's important to know that even when you tough, you still have some times. Like me, I'm in my real first year of doing real hardcore, in the stock market stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm subjective to the same things that human beings are subjective to, impatience.
Yeah.
Like impatience. Right, I was watching Graham Stephan yesterday. He was talking about impatience. And I was just like, you know what? I lost out on money 2 times from being impatient on a stock. Now I know that everybody. Did you hear
what that quote? Did you hear the quote he said about the patience? He was like, people who have patience. Yeah, I think he said people who have patience gains opportunity.
Yeah.
So we do have to practice patience.
Hypertentiously, that's how I feel sometimes. I know it ain't, like I said, I end up making that money, but in my head, you like, man, how come every time I jump in something, they want to, and then it seems like everybody else jumping in and it go up. That's the thinking of probably a lot of new investors, but you know what? It happens to all of us, I feel like. Let's take a message, so.
How you going to sit here and say stocks is even better? If you had an option, you're not allowed to invest in any more stocks, or no more big jiggly booty for life. I'm definitely never going to put in a stock ever again.
Yeah,
He
he
sound like he's
always
a
gonna
stock
be broke.
trader.
If you're chasing Punani, you'll never chase money. Chase the money and the Punani will chase you. That's all I see it.
Yeah, Big
Next
Steve.
message.
Options are great, but definitely the way that they're supposed to be used is as a hedge against your other trades. So if the value of your stock goes down, you can do a put, and then that will hedge against the value. If the value starts going up, then you can close your puts. So it's supposed to be a hedge. I don't know if that's how you're using it.
Hey, Alfred, you
Yeah,
talking about maintaining my losses. If I really believe in the stock, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna go to the moon with that stock. I'm gonna go bullish on my calls, and I'm gonna continue to believe it. Like I see what you're saying. Like if I can win both ways, but when you want to make a lot of money short term gain, stock options is actually a really good way to make some money, man. I was really, really, really looking up on it and trying to brush up on my skills because YouTube got some excellent videos on stock options and where you can actually make money if you know what you're doing. I was afraid to step out into it at first because I've seen a lot of people who lost a lot of money on stock options. But shoot, I'm gonna get my toes wet, man.
this
That's what this stock and cryptocurrency is about, getting your toes wet out there. And I mean, I'm not going to take a huge contract out. I'm just going to take 10 contracts, cost me a total of $300, and I'm only going to lose what I put into it. So that means $300. That's just an experiment for me when I believe in the stock to see how that goes. And the more and more that I experiment with it, and the more and more comfortable I get with it, because I'm not completely comfortable with stock trading yet. I mean, stock options yet. So once I get better with that, and then I think I might branch out into that. Because
this is the market. This is the market for buying options or calling puts,
you posted
or
buy
you know what I'm
options on
saying, or
volatile
shorts.
stock. Let's
I
check a
mean,
message,
right
Silk.
now,
Also,
by
just want to
being
say I appreciate
volatile,
you coming on the show and discussing crypto. We're doing the show in about 12 hours, so man, you gotta make a reappearance.
I got you, man. I got you. We definitely gonna show up on that show. What would you saying, Silk?
I said right now, by everything being so volatile this week, and I believe this is going to happen. This up and down stock market is going to happen until the stimulus check come out. Everything kind of based around the stimulus check. So, but I think it's going to be like a up and down roller coaster until that next stimulus, and then we'll know the next move. That's why I'm like heavy into like these blockchains right now. I'm not dealing with stocks. I have my stocks and I got them in there, but right now the blockchain is moving and the blockchain is running right now. Also, I want to tell you, the Bitcoin, the Dogecoin. I
Yeah,
just seen a picture of Dogecoin on a Tesla rocket. So it's almost like a code that they're going to be trading Dogecoin on the moon and stuff. Like,
they don't even know Dogecoin was like one of the first ones, the first cryptocurrencies too, back in 2013. They keep saying it was a meme stock, but you know what? Dogecoin actually got a lot of advantages over Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies, man. I've been checking it out and they making it more readily available. If y'all just checking in, Dogecoin is becoming more readily available to buy. You know how you go in the stores and you see those Bitcoin ATMs where you could get your money out and you put money in to get the Bitcoin and stuff like that. Dogecoin is on its way to do the same thing, and they probably gonna change those machines where they can get Dogecoin in there too. That's 1,800 more ATMs in United States because I think they capitalizing off the popularity right now. Crypto is like
yeah,
on everybody's mind. That's why people tune in. They want to know about cryptocurrency. They want to know about the stock. People trying to learn. Even my little channel is going up some from learning about these cryptos. Now, here's something interesting that I just seen right now. Gary Chancellor, President Joe Biden's pick for the SEC, he focusing on cryptocurrency, man. And that's a little bit worrisome because once you get the SEC and all those guys starting to pay attention more and more to cryptocurrency, all I can see in my head is government regulation. And I really don't You know what I'm saying? I really don't want that to happen, man, because I'm enjoying the space. I got more of my money in crypto than anything, to be honest with you. I think it's really like 60-40 for me in my profile on Robinhood right now. Let's take a message, Silk.
Patience is definitely super important, and I think making small gains over time is a lot more sustainable. Next show that we do, we're going to be talking about crypto bots. So if you guys are interested, give us a follow. Definitely come over and give this dude a follow as well, because yeah, he's talking about some good stuff.
Crypto bots. Yeah. And in our last show, we were talking about crypto trading bots. That's a little bit more advanced for beginners. You know what I'm saying? When you first getting in, I just was down. Like I told you, I like to get my toes wet into new stuff. And there's so many new digital technologies popping up right now. It's really kind of overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about Pionex on another stereo show on here. I had just went on a random show and listened to some other guys talk about stocks and cryptocurrency. And they were talking about another trading platform like Pionex called Three Commas. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that, Three Commas, but it's kind of like, it's like Pionex, but it's a bigger community. I wasn't aware of it. I only knew about Pionex. So it's always good to network with a lot of people, and it helps out. You know what I'm saying, Silk?
Yeah.
Let's check this last one.
Apparently, there's a lot of fundamental issues with Dogecoin. From what I understand, a lot of whales own it, so the supply is controlled by a small number of people, and the utility is not really there. You know, with these other tokens like Binance, you can get lower trading fees and all that. So I don't see the utility in Dogecoin. I get it; it's a meme, it's popular, but you know, I don't see the utility.
Yeah, well, you know, they only using Dogecoin. I know I'm using Dogecoin. I'm only using it as a pump and dump. I'm not really putting I put a nice investment in Dogecoin, because if you notice, Dogecoin, it been riding 46 cents back to 50 cents for the last 2 weeks or week or so. So Dogecoin, it's not a faithful investment. You do Dogecoin as a pump and dump right now. Maybe in the future it'll become a viable currency, but right now, no, of course not. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're saying on the show. Is just go ahead and invest in Dogecoin. That's where you need to put your money. If you know what you're doing and you pumping and dumping, that's exactly where you put your money. Because you always go into the hot topic. You always go into the hot stuff right now. At least that's what people know. And I'm seeing a lot of people just getting into stuff just because they heard from somebody else and they don't really know. You always got to go to credible sources before you put your money in something. But Dogecoin, that's just a straight up pump and dump, man.
Yeah, I have no problem with putting my money in the Dogecoin and pumping and dumping. That's what I'm about. From 4 cents to 5 cents. And if it gets to 6 cents, selling and coming right back down. I'll make 300 to 600. I'm good. And then keep that money in and let that money build up. Right now, that's my Dogecoin experiment.
Let's take this message, so.
The problem is, and you know, I'm not trying to shut you down or anything, bro. I'm just trying to, you know, at least put out a warning that if the whole market goes down, you end up holding that, you might not be happy, you know, long term. Whereas if you're holding something that you've researched and you really believe in long term, you know that there's going to be a network effect. You feel a lot better about holding that on those red days. So, you know, if you're in these pump and dumps, make sure you set a stop loss. I wouldn't normally recommend that, but, you know, if it's a more short-term investment, definitely set a stop loss. Bigger position you have, the more risk you take.
You know what? I think it's this big monkey in the room about cryptocurrency. And I see a lot of the stock guys that come on the show. I think it's just fear, man. It's fear of the unknown. Cryptocurrency is so new, people don't know. You get what I'm saying? So they fear what they don't know. Dogecoin, like I said, you only get in that. You get in that to make your little quick money, and then you get out. You got the billionaire investors talking about Dogecoin. You got the rappers talking about Dogecoin. But I understand things take more than popularity, and you know, and saying compared to inflation. in these cryptocurrencies. But me at this personal time, I'm on a financial freedom mission. So I'm taking more risk right now in my life than I ever did. You get what I'm saying with the stocks. But the cryptocurrency, that's like my goal, my achievement. I believe in cryptocurrency so much that I put more money into crypto than I did the stock. I feel like the stock market got a way bigger chance of crashing before crypto do. Crypto is taking mainstream. That's digital asset. Stocks essentially is always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? But crypto, that's a new technology. New technology just don't pop up every day. We going through something like an industrial revolution right now, at least technology wise. You know what I'm saying? So this is the time to get into crypto. I hear what you're saying about the risk and all that with Dogecoin, but you know what? It's like we
There's
always say
a
on this show, man. No risk, no reward. You know what I'm saying? And
listen. There's a time and place for everything, and that right now, the stock market is where it's at. Cryptocurrency, I get what he's saying. He's talking about the
yeah,
safety net or the safety balance. We
the
always
stop
have
loss.
that, but yeah, but what we saying is the stock market. See, I play in the stock market. I'm new to cryptocurrency, but what I do know when I invest, I only invest in the cryptocurrency that's guaranteed, that's technical, that I know for sure is a safe bet for me. So that is Bitcoin. That's Ethereum. I do Dogecoin for my entertainment purposes to ride the hype and ride the wave. If you're not doing the stop loss, if you got big money in Dogecoin, yeah, you want to put a stop loss in. But if you don't have big money, then why put a stop loss in? By you investing in the Dogecoin, you already
You
consider
risking
that
it
a loss.
anyway, though. Like just like you said,
Right,
you throwing
right.
$100 to $200 in there, bruh. You got a lot of new investors. They just want to experiment. They want to see. I don't really know nothing about. Say I'm a new investor. I don't know anything about Dogecoin. I'm gonna take $50 and throw it in
Yeah.
there. If I lose it, I lose it. But the probability of you losing that $50 right now, I'm gonna tell you, it's just not
And
gonna happen.
and if you
Not
put a
in
stop
Dogecoin.
loss in it, remember when I was telling you, you put a stop loss in it, they're gonna register like, oh, you got a stop loss in there. So if they want some of your bids, they're gonna get you out. I don't recommend a stop loss. If you got like you said, you had 300 that you put on Dogecoin, consider it
Yeah,
as a loss. Like you bought some expensive shoes and keep your money.
yeah. Hey, look, y'all spend $300-400 on. Like, hey, look, except you always correlate, man. That's why I love you on this show, man. You be correlating. And I was like, you could buy $200-300 shoes, but you can't make an investment that might double or triple you up. Them shoes ain't gonna make you no more. And people blow money every day, man. Every day people blow money, but you can't make a little something to make your life, or at least learn something from it, so you can get even more money to put in to actually make a 3x or 4x profit. Let's take a message. So
Crypto is ultimately a hedge against the US dollars and these fiat currencies with all the money, the printing that's going on. I appreciate you putting your thoughts out there. I'm going to bed, bro. Enjoy it.
hey man,
Yeah,
thanks
good
for
night,
listening,
bro.
man.
Good
Hey,
night.
thanks for hey, I like that safe thinking, man. And we with all listeners on whatever they choose to do. You got to remember, we only gonna give you our opinion or my opinion on something or what I'm doing exactly at that point. That's all. But I hear you. I hear you on it, man. Don't think we ain't listening. I hear you. Let's get another one. So,
Cryptocurrency ain't gonna be shit if EMP happens.
hey, Silk, you got another guy for you, man. If y'all don't believe in cryptos, don't invest in it. But at the same time, I believe in cryptos, man. If you look at the future, just like they always telling you with stocks, look at the future of stocks. Look at what's going to pop. What's going, like when we were telling you guys about Palantir and all that type of stuff. You look at the future of stocks, but you can't see the future of cryptocurrency. Oh no, I feel like you're blind, man. Feel like you're blind, man. But anyway, let's hit this. Let's hit this another message, Silk.
Precious metals are way worth more than cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency ain't gonna be nothing if an EMP attack happens. What are you gonna do then?
Yeah. Hey,
hey, hey, hey,
hey,
hey, if cows jump over the moon, man,
Hey, look,
We've just
that's
had a
such a
discussion about precious metals. I understand what he's saying with the gold, silver,
with the,
and
yeah,
all that,
gold
but
and silver
but
and yeah, that. See,
all
look,
that
this is a lot of
precious
guys.
metals, that's the same thing you talking like. I can cash app. I just told the guy I can cash app him $30 right now, or I can cash app him some Dogecoin right now. But what can he do with that precious gold he got? You got to mail it off. So if everything shuts down, how can you get that precious gold to me? You're gonna have to walk it to me. Get what I'm saying?
Because
You
it's a
can't
physical
mail it. Everything is shut down, right? If he's saying, "Oh, if everything gonna get shut down," let me tell you something. They already preparing themselves for what if the what if happens. That's why all these satellites, all these solar panels is about to be so important. They already know the best way to destroy America is to shut off the power.
My
So
thing is,
that's why
if
the solar is big.
okay, but my thing is, if they could have financed all these things through the stock market, why haven't they? They not. They're going to use cryptocurrency. I already told y'all about a million times about Akon and Akon City in Africa. These cryptocurrencies is going to explode. I don't care what nobody say, man. And I just know, so you know how you see something and you be like, man, that's gonna happen. I'm like you feel it in your heart and you know it. Just look at the signs. I mean, you got to be blind not to see what's going on. My man talked about EMP attacks and stuff like that. I said, man, that's all hypothetical. The stock market could crash right now. That's hypothetical. You know what I'm saying? We all speculating. Just like when we buying the stock, are we selling? Are we putting in puts and calls? We speculating on all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like crypto is so new, that's why a lot of people hating on cryptocurrency. But it's like, don't hate, just invest. That's how I feel about it. I don't know how the listeners feel about
Right.
crypto, because I know a lot of you probably in stocks from the beginning, but don't hate on something. Just invest in it. You know what I mean? If you believe in it, then you
Or
put your
just
money in it. If you don't
research.
believe it, you don't put your money
Right.
in it. It's as simple as that. I mean, we not financial advisors. I can't tell you what to do, but I know just like you take a risk every day, you go into that job, and that's what your life gonna be. But if you won't take no risk, then there's no reward. So I'm not putting my money in precious metals. I'm not putting my money in gold. Gold is stabilized. Gold periodically go through a profitable hit. And that's very rare. You know what I'm saying? So if you want a safe investment and you're like, hey, put your money in a savings account that makes 0.08% a year. Go ahead, put it in there. And then in 10,000 years, you'll be a billionaire, okay? You know what I'm saying? Me, next year, I'm talking about surfing on Miami Beach. You understand what I'm saying? So
there's
it's a
not
difference
there's
between me and
not
you.
no there's not no millionaire that haven't took his risk. I
Hey,
haven't taken a I took plenty of risks. There's risk when you go play the lottery. Like you said, there's risk when you go to your
yeah,
job.
you got all them people
There's
playing a
risk
lot.
when you
Go ahead, Silk, my bad.
yeah. No, I'm just saying it's many risks.
He
It's
got me
just
fired
what
up
you're
this
gonna
morning.
tolerate. Yeah, let's get it.
Hey, I get upset. Look, y'all gotta forgive me. I get upset about my cryptocurrency. Understand? I don't just invest in the main three. I actually go on those platforms and earn free cryptocurrency by doing them quizzes and stuff. So I'm in a lot of different cryptocurrencies that I don't even know about that they gave me for free. So I'm steady learning while I'm learning with the audience right now. That's how quick this crypto is coming and this technology is going, is that we have to learn together. So any information y'all get, I appreciate if you share. You know what I'm saying? It always helps to show, and it builds a community of people who are the little guys trying to get together to know and know what's going on in the stock market.
Right.
We're not ahead of the game like the Wall Street guys. That's why we
They
get on these shows. That's why we talk about this stuff. Not everybody is a big time investor. Not everybody is smart or know what to do, but they do know that they want their life to get better. So they pushing to get ahead with it. That's why they on this show to learn about stocks. I don't mean to get off
right.
into it, but
Welcome
man,
to the show.
yeah,
Welcome
let's
to
take
the
a minute.
show, listeners. The stock market and the cryptocurrency. Welcome to please follow JVO TV and Silk Holla. If y'all new to the channel, let's get off into these messages.
Look at the signs. Korea got Nuclear warheads. Look at the signs. Russia's being torn apart. Look at the signs. Go ahead, man. Cryptocurrency ain't gonna be worth nothing in the next 40 years because the EMP attack will happen. Our enemies are getting closer and closer. Communication is gonna have to be done by satellite communicators. Hopefully, invested ones. They're about $500.
Hey man, you sound like you shell shocked, man. You can't be scary and worried about.
He's saying, but there he's saying it again. They're gonna have to communicate by satellites. They're in the process of making
You just
40 billion satellites up in the sky, man. That's gonna be real cheap to make. It's the old way of thinking is thrown out. There's a new way of thinking, even in the stock market, like AMC and GameStop. Though the stock market, you don't even have to have a good company. All you got to do is have a ton of investors come to agreement and agree to invest in this one thing, and that thing will make you money.
Let's take another
say, like, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's what I said. Like, it's everybody's thinking an old style of doing things, even with the precious metal. Like, you gotta reprogram yourself and adapt to the new times. Just like with these phones, when the phone first came out, it was a big bulky phone. Now you can look at stocks, this, that, and the other with your phone. Like, technology is constantly growing, but our mind is stuck to one way of doing things. We got to get out of that.
Yeah, I feel like you make money by being ahead of the curve, not by worrying about what's, you know what I'm saying? You always look for the future, but if you got to take that risk in the beginning, man. Them billionaires, them top guys in the world, trust me, they cutthroat. They took risk, all kind of risk to get where they at. They didn't know they was going to be where they was at, some of them. But anyway, let's take another message. So
I just want to say, preach, bro. Preach. Everything you're saying right now is straight facts. I don't know what the other guys were saying, but your explanation of crypto and all that, bro, preach.
Hey, I finally got somebody who listens to me, man. Look, I don't think they want no money, man. They don't want no money, man. That's why they telling me, "Oh, crypto not the future, man." You know, I say, "Are you blind? Do you not see everything moving digital? The pandemic has pushed everything digital, my dude. You got people moving from California to Texas because they don't have to go to their job physically anymore. It's remote work. You got cloud storage services and all those stuff going up. Revenue is going up for all those companies. You don't know the classic story of Walmart and Amazon. Walmart was the top dog, but you know what they failed to do? Adapt to changing times fast enough. Amazon was digital. They were online. They surpassed Walmart like that. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not ahead of the curve, if you're not paying attention, you're going to end up like Walmart, which is now trying to step up all their actions and putting $4 billion a year into their e-commerce right now. You get what I'm saying?
I'm so glad you said that, because that is the perfect explanation. Walmart is precious metals, and freaking Amazon is cryptocurrency. That's the perfect explanation right there.
Yeah, I was just letting them know, like, shoot, he probably acting like Walmart. But you know, Walmart's stepping it up now, though. Like I said, they about to put $4 billion annually, and today they really about to try to fight for Amazon, man. Amazon so far the curve that I don't think people understand. Amazon got their own. Look, they said screw the United States Postal Service, screw FedEx, screw DHL. And they would make their own. Every time you on the road, don't you see one of them Amazon? Everywhere you go, you see Amazon delivery vehicle. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a hard. I don't think that company gonna go nowhere like Standard Oil for a long time. Let's check this last message. So,
good morning, guys. I'm just listening in, trying to learn about all these different crypto and Bitcoins and all that. I've been listening to different programs here and there. Still can't understand the stock market that well, but willing to learn. But hey, I'm listening in. Have a good show.
Hey, Skylar Briggs. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We always talk about stocks and crypto on this show because we love stocks, and crypto. That's why I wake up in the morning, and I know that's why Silk wake up in the morning. And we on our path too.
Every Monday and Wednesday, the show will be happening. Half an hour before the stock market open up. We don't know your times, but normally it opens up at around 9:30 for us. So that's why we say 9, but it's always a half an hour on Monday and Wednesdays. Tune in to us because we're going to be, and I give off my hot stock picks for the day that I'm focusing on. And we're not financial advisors, but take a look at them once I tell you about them. Just take a look at them, do your own research on them. But this is a great way to talk about stocks and cryptocurrency. This is actually a community where we learn all together. Like, we teach you a few things, but it's been a couple listeners that taught us a few things as well. So, and we made money off of it.
We always do, man. Let's get back into it.
Javo, talk about how you for the new people, what you think about the cryptocurrency and how to safely start if you was a beginner in cryptocurrency.
A lot of people don't have money to start because we keep constantly hearing, I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. What you do is, instead of starting with a broad field with cryptocurrency, start with the top 3 cryptocurrencies. Start with Bitcoin, start with Ethereum, and start with Litecoin. These 3 coins is the 3 major coins right now. Doge is probably a 4th one, but Doge might be a little hard for people to understand. And plus, Doge is so volatile. The other cryptos tend to follow Bitcoin's price. All of them tend to follow Bitcoin price because essentially people get into Bitcoin, they drive the price up, right? Everybody knows Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like equivalent to what Apple might be to the stock market. Those stocks run the stock market. Mostly tech stocks and biopharmaceutical and the oil industry used to, but that's not anymore. So if you're jumping into crypto, I would say jump into the main 3. Start with a small course before you get to the big meal. So when you start off, get into it. Try to learn about it. Try to learn what it does. If you really don't understand it, if you don't understand anything else, you understand that price is going to continue to go up. Now, cryptos have been getting hit a lot lately, and it's been fluctuating up and down. Like Bitcoin, I think, been fluctuating between 47 and 50,000 for a minute now. But once you hit certain points, you get certain points in crypto, just like you get in stocks, where you hit a point where it just stays and it keeps fluctuating around that point. Once you get past those stronghold points, Bitcoin is going, like, once Bitcoin hit past 60,000, it's going to go even higher. Because right now we in one of those patterns, bullish patterns, because Bitcoin been fluctuating for the last 2 weeks. So I would just give any information, anybody beginning, start with the top 3 cryptocurrencies before you move in to everything else. It's so much to learn about crypto that not even I got everything down pat. It's a blockchain technology. It's a bunch of stuff underlying with it. So I can't just give you a passport. Go ahead, Sil.
And then, like he said, like, if you're going to start with those 3, I recommend you downloading the Robinhood app. And that's for anybody who don't have that much money. If, say, Bitcoin is 43,000, you can put $20. You can purchase fraction shares of these companies, of any company that you agree with.
Same thing with crypto. You could just put, say, Bitcoin 50-some thousand, you put a measly $20 on it. You know what I'm saying? That money gonna go up with Bitcoin regardless. You don't have to spend all your money, be like, I don't have enough to afford the whole thing. Just put a little bit in. You just biting off a little bit at a time so that you can grow and learn with the market. You're trying to find out what the hype is, right? Everybody want to jump in with the hype, but they don't want to learn what's going on. All you got to do is pay attention, look at the news, and see what's going on. That's simply, that's usually how it works. But right now we in such a different time with all this crypto. You got a lot of scams and stuff going on too. So people just they scared, but they want to get in. The good thing is you got people positive and they really want to get in, but they just don't know how. I can't tell you how many people I ran in into who want to make investments, but they just don't know how. So they continue to hold off and not make any investments while other people gain. You know, I had, like I told you before, I had a coworker, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, how did you get your 401k up? I said, well, I was fortunate enough to have a father. My dad early on was like, hey, son, make sure your 401k, make sure you put enough in your 401k that your job matches you up. Because if you don't put enough in your 401k, your job won't match you. Now, this person was putting in 4%, but had they been putting in 5%, that measly 1%, the job would have matched. So for over 10 years, that person missed out on getting matched by their job. So let's say the 401k was $20,000. They didn't get any match. So that's 20 grand you missed out from the job from you not from 1 percentage point. So if anybody got a 401k right now, make sure that it's matching your job's specifications. If it's not matching your job specifications, raise the percentage that you put into your 401k. No matter how old you are, always make your job pay you and help you with your future. This is about your money, because when you quit, all you got is that 401k. All you got is that pot of money. And if you're not, you know what I'm saying, putting the right percentage in, you losing out on money. That's life money for you. So make sure your percentage is up in your portfolio right now, so your job at least is matching. Every job is different too. Some of them do 3%, some of them do 4%, some do 5%. Like I would say back in the old days, I remember I was younger, my dad was explaining it to me. I didn't understand. His job used to match him 3-1, 4-1. And he worked in a nice federal, a nice job. That's unheard of now. Jobs are not matching you 3-1 or 4-1 on your 401k no more. You know,
because
so
they want to keep you in the the circle, the rat circle. They want to keep you on the treadmill.
The jobs
they want you to go nowhere fast.
Yeah, jobs give you just enough to keep you coming back. You know what I'm saying? Just like Silk was saying, you like a gerbil on that wheel, but you can never quite, you get a piece of the cheese. You can never quite get a whole, the whole piece of cheese. You know what I'm saying? So this is what these jobs do. And then they put y'all in a bucket with those 401ks, and they don't even teach you. You know what I'm saying? When you get at your job, when I first started, let me put y'all, when I first started at Chrysler, I didn't even know. The first year I had forgot my dad's advice. Then my dad came to me like, hey, are you matching what your job is putting in your 401k? Because now you're working and you're not getting paid what everything you need to be getting paid. So I was fortunate enough at 21, 22 years old to get that knowledge from somebody. But how many people were not fortunate enough to get that knowledge? A crap load of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A crap load of people. Let's take a message. So,
hey, what's up, fellas? I'm a little late. I'm not sure. I forgot what time y'all come on. Did y'all say y'all come on at 9:30, something like that? But anyway, I just downloaded the Coinbase app, and I'm gonna sign up and invest into Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff. I'm mad at myself. I didn't get into it earlier, but I'm gonna start now, and then maybe a year down the line I can see some real good returns from it as I go along. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stay tuned in and listen to what y'all got to say.
Yeah, young old timer, man. Shout out to young old timer, and welcome to the thing. Welcome to the podcast. We come on Monday and Wednesday. Every Monday and Wednesday, a half an hour before the stock market open up. So you can catch my top 3 stocks that I'm focusing on today, and you can catch the topics of the cryptocurrency world that Javo is explaining. Right now on Basecoin, that is an excellent way of doing things. But my top 3 picks for you my top 3 picks for if you wasn't in, I'm basically focusing on the blockchain hype. I'm trying to get back in on all 3 of them on a good price. SOS, MARA, and Riot Blockchain.
Yeah, SOS been getting killed, but I really believe, look, I wanted to buy some options on SOS. I think SOS will go right back through the moon. We just need Bitcoin price to move. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to Bitcoin get past this stronghold because, like I said, it's been stuck in that $47,000 to $50,000 range. It even hit 51,000 this morning, but it's fluctuating above there. I'm waiting for it to get past that. I feel like the stronghold point is 54 to 55 grand. So once it hit that stronghold point, I'm expecting Bitcoin to go past 60,000. That's just my prediction with it, because I don't know if you guys know about stocks, but stocks will tend to rise to a certain point, and you notice how it fluctuates with that point. Like maybe the stock price is $4.90 or $5, and it fluctuates between that and 480 for a long period of time. That's what I call a strong point. And once it hit past those strong points, you be good to go. And I feel like Bitcoin does the same thing. And don't be a young old timer. Don't be mad that you missed out on Bitcoin, because you didn't miss out. It's still going.
It's never too late, bro.
Yeah,
Never too
I
late.
had 2 Bitcoin way back when it was $4,000, man. I sold them, man. And guess what happened? 3-4 months later, Bitcoin go to the moon. I would have had $100-something thousand. But guess what? I'm not mad. I'm gonna put my hat backwards. I'm gonna get back in the game. I'm gonna learn more. So next time I'll be educated to make a better decision. You know what I'm saying? Because crypto's still volatile, but I wish I can go back in time. But guess what? That's not how life works. I just gotta focus on it and do better next time. That's why I'm on these other cryptos. That's why I'm learning more. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. You always tune in, man. Our shows, like you said, at 9, we had a little technical difficulty early this morning with the stereo app. But you know what? We always gonna be here Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 for sure. Other days, we're gonna try to do more days, but it's all going off schedule. Cause me, I'm in the process of trying to quit my job. You know, I like that income, but I'm doing pretty good in my stock. So that's where we at. Let's take a message. So
That's right, man. These jobs, people go to these 9 to 5s, are making millions, and while you get the crumbs, man. That's how this shit works. It really is a hamster wheel, man. You know what I'm saying? People gotta look outside the box, man, and start figuring out financially what they want to do with themselves.
hey, Polo Fresh,
Yeah,
man.
like
Shout out to you,
any
man.
position. Yeah. Any position that people saying don't get discouraged, man. Like I can help a person even if they at McDonald's how to gain up. I did this. I retired. I started investment 3 years ago and I retired now. That's because I went all in. I had an urgency on my plans. Like I put in 25%. I had an urgency on my plan. Anytime I got a raise, I put into the I put my 8% raise right into the 401k. So it's never too late. Like I keep telling everybody, people buy lunch and spend $20 a week. Sacrifice, make your lunch at home and put that $20 a week into the stock market. Buy you some Bitcoin. We saying Bitcoin's gonna go up. That $20 can be $200 from that Bitcoin rise. And how many $20 that you're gonna put in there? Catch the wave, man. Don't get drowned by the wave. Catch the wave. Catch the wave. We keep
That's a
telling
good one.
everybody,
Boy.
catch the
Said don't
wave.
get drowned by the wave, man.
Right.
Let's take another one, so.
I don't know if you guys have already talked about this, but what's your views and opinions on like NFT? I think that's what it's called.
NFT. Let's check it out for you real quick. I got my computer up.
Not
That's
NFT, is that a stock market?
yeah, you got yeah. NFT. First Trust India. And it says First Trust India. All I'm saying is NFT. Why? That's First Trust India. Let me look at their volume.
Oh, is that art? NFT is like a art. Is that art? You got to explain to us on the show what that NFT is. But
Yeah.
I looked into some art gallery, and I'm interested in that art gallery. There's interest that you can gain off buying art, buying fractions of the art painting
That's how Jay-Z
that
made
you're
his money,
invested
buying
in.
art.
Yeah, no, but he bought the whole thing. But there is a new concept that you have to get into, but it's like a sorority. Like you got to have so much down, you got to have so much money, but you can make a lot of money doing that. I am interested in that, and I did send a letter off to them, but they, at the time, I was working at the time, and they gave me like a ridiculous requirement. But I'm gonna look more into that, and now we'll get back with you on the show. But that is
Yeah.
a good way of doing things, because time on art increases the value no matter what. So gaining interest off that time, that's good money in there.
Let's take another one. So, hey, and we always get back with you too. You said NFT. We're gonna look into that because, like I told you, all the listeners that come in with prices and stuff like that, I'm actually jumping some of the stocks that you guys actually said. You know what I'm saying? And it actually worked out for me because I did my own research with it. So if we don't know about it, we definitely gonna look into it. That's a Pacific company, and we're gonna look into that some more. Looks like the ticker symbol was saying something about a Indian bank. But let's check another message.
What's your opinions on what's going on with the Rocket Mortgage? Wall Street Bets is behind a stock once again, and it doubled in its price this past week or so. I think I want FOMO it and try to get in and risk losing some money. I think I'm gonna wait on a considerable dip to see if it'll go back up.
Hey, Silk.
Yeah,
Remember
for
I
sure.
told you about Rocket Mortgage? Look, we talked about Rocket Mortgage the last show. We really didn't like real estate stocks, but Rocket Mortgage was different. I was telling you, Silk, and you was like, don't do it. Rocket Mortgage, since that conversation, just like he said, doubled up, man. That company going up. But right now, seeing that the price
I'm gonna
already
tell you
doubled or
just
whatever,
like that.
I don't know if I want to jump in it now
That
because it rolls so much,
yeah,
man. It could rise more.
Rocket Mortgage is overpriced, man. The reason
It's
why
just
it
it's so
doubled
hot.
up because the Reddit, the Wall Street bet guys, like you said, the reason why it doubled up because the Wall Street bet guys is doing their thing again. Like
Yeah.
they saying, oh, real estate is down. So they're gonna show Wall Street guys that real estate ain't down. That's just Reddit. Right now, the best price for that is $18 to $21 or $25 if you're
Hey,
trying to jump into Rocket Mortgage.
hey,
But
listen
I'm
to
gonna
him,
be
y'all.
honest with you.
I
I'm not
forgot to.
jumping into no real estate until the summertime.
Hey, you he ain't lying either because you go check that out online, man. Reddit right now, they blowing up Rocket Mortgage stock. So if you got in before it blew up, good to you. But right now, I don't want to jump into none of them volatile stocks. It's good if I'm already in it and they pick up. But as soon as they blow it up, I'm selling, man. You see what happened to GameStop.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's down
GameStop.
$9 right now.
You seen what happened to AMC. GameStop went up 300-400%. You know what I'm saying? Then it went way down. Then it went back up. Then it, it's too many games in that for me to be wasted. It's too volatile for me. GameStop and AMC is perfect for what I was telling y'all about earlier with options trading. Because stocks that are volatile like that, that's when you get into the options with them. Because when they make a dramatic turn up or down, that's where you make your money. You could put in a put if you're betting on the stock to go down. You could put in a call if you're betting on the stock to go up. So it's really good when these when these guys in these stocks and they pump them and you got options on them. So you make a lot of money from that, or you make it from the stock price. But who can predict what Wall Street bets and these Reddit users is going to do? Nobody can predict what stock they're
Stay
about to
away
get
from
into.
the hyper hype stocks. The hyper hype stocks, I call them AMC, GameStop, and now Rocket Mortgage. Stay away from them hyper stocks. These hype stocks that make sense, jump on them. But the hyper hype stocks that by the time you jump on them, they already done blew them up, and now look at it, down $10. That is like that's gambling. That's gambling in the stock market. You will never hear me say, hey, on this podcast, hey, invest in that. Because I got burnt by AMC. And I burnt, a couple
Me
friends,
too.
and I'm pissed off about that, bro.
Hey, me too.
I'm
Hey,
pissed off about when I tell my friends, like, hey, because they ask me what you investing in. I tell them, oh, AMC, and I'm riding the hype. Nah, I would never do that again, bro. Never.
Let's take a message. So,
Hey, you're watching Tesla? What do you think about it?
he said Tesla.
Hey, I'm watching Tesla like
This the
a
Tesla guy
glass
over here.
hawk.
He loved Tesla.
I'm watching Tesla like a glass hawk, but I want Tesla to go down even more. But I doubt it. If you catch it up under, if you catch it in the sixes, anywhere in the sixes, that's a buy to me, man. That is a straight buy. But I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on some more news to come out about this other company that Tesla's doing that won't be associated with Tesla. So that's where my money is being held up at. I'm waiting on a few new IPOs and stuff like that that's coming out.
Hey, is Elon Musk, is he feuding with Jeff Bezos and all them? I'm looking that up right now. They really hate him, man. You heard anything about that? I know they got 2 space programs going against each other, but all the other billionaires be hating on anything that the little guy is doing. Like you got Jeff Bezos and them. I don't think they really care about what's going on in the stock market. But I was just seeing something.
You got these millionaires arguing with each other because they're on they have different type of meanings. I believe Jeff Bezos, to be honest with you, he's a straight businessman. He ain't really looking out for what's better and stuff. Elon Musk is a problem solver, man. Like Tesla. That's what he believe in. He got like a good heart on him. You ain't never seen Elon Musk do something for himself. He's always doing something for us.
I feel like he the modern day Thomas Edison ×2, man, because maybe not ×2, but I feel like Elon Musk is doing some crazy stuff. You know, he did the PayPal. It's a whole bunch of stuff y'all don't know that Elon Musk did, man. This guy is winning right now. And I feel like the other billionaires are just hating. They sitting back doing the same thing they always been doing. Giving their money to charity.
How Elon Musk makes his money. How Elon Musk making his money. He's making his money off the people. The people rooting for him. We like Elon Musk. So guess where my money gonna be invested in? Elon Musk's ideas and opportunities, if it makes sense. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, when they create businesses, they think about how much money they're gonna make. And that's why businesses always fail. You gotta have the passion for it. Like when we come on this podcast, we're not making no money off this podcast, but no. I purposely stopped working at a job. No, not stop working at a job, but I was offered a job and I was like, no, this is what I want to do. I'm passionate about helping people gain financial freedom. So basically, I'm on this show every Monday and every Wednesday for you guys to help you guys, and y'all can return help me. So that's what I'm all about. It's the passion. We got to have passion for this. If you don't have no passion for this, turn your phone off right now because you don't want to make no money. But if everybody want to make some money, smash that like button right now. I need to see some fire in the room.
Hey, look. Hey, let's take this message.
Yeah, when you guys were talking about NFT, it's like non-fungible token or something. And yeah, you're right about the art stuff. It's like a piece of, I don't know, some weird art, picture, something. And it's like trading baseball cards. Some may be worth a lot because they make like 2,000 of them, or some may be, worth nothing. And it's like exploding like 2 days ago. So I was wondering if you guys knew anything.
Hey, you put us on there, man. I appreciate the listener see, this is what I'm talking about. You give us gems and then we gonna return, hopefully give you gems. That's why being a part of this, being a part of this community.
He right. It says non-fungible token technology to sell art. I didn't know anything about this, to be honest with you, man. This is why we do this show, man. Hey, you put us up on something. it says the NFT blockchain drives surge in digital art auctions. So
Yeah.
this is just another. It's so many things that cryptocurrency is doing right now. Look at cryptocurrency it's being ingrained in our lives right before our very eyes. So don't believe any naysayers that say that crypto is not going. These crypto would not be in your daily life if it was if they was not believing in it. You remember when they had Blu-ray versus HD? HD was actually a more sufficient technology. You know what I'm saying? And that Blu-ray versus HD is kind of what crypto is doing. You know what I'm saying? Crypto is the better technology. You got Ethereum versus Ethereum Classic. You got Dogecoin. You got new cryptos coming out every day that are better, but people don't know them. You know what I'm saying? I think it's three waves of crypto. I think Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum and Dogecoin were the first wave. Then the second wave, you got all those other cryptos coming in. Then now it's a whole nother third wave with CeeLo. XRP was one of the first ones. So it's like 3 generations of cryptocurrency that people not even talking about. They don't even know yet. That's how new that we're in the field right now before it become public knowledge. In these next 2-3 years, don't be shocked if you see all these different classes to teach you about cryptocurrency. I'm shocked that they ain't got a college class on it yet. Because once they start implementing college classes on cryptocurrency and stuff like that, then then it's really gonna be too late. So jump into that, man. Let's check a message, Silk. We got 3 of them.
How you feel about Forex? Do you think Forex trading would be a good idea too to get into?
No, I think crypto. I think the cryptocurrency is the new Forex. If you think about it, it's a global. Basically crypto. When I see crypto, is a global a global exchange. You got the Forex. The Forex might die off because you got US. Say if I'm trading US and China dollars, right? If everybody's putting their money into crypto, all that stuff is gonna be, all that stuff is just gonna disappear. Everybody's gonna be in the global money, like the Bitcoin and all these other blockchains out here. So that's why I'm saying, like, the Forex has made people money, but at the same time, I believe it's a dinosaur. I believe it's going away.
It's going away. The dinosaur, like Warren Buffett, man. Damn, that guy been alive for so long, man. It made so much money.
See, looking with money, people are gonna decorate their houses with money. Like, people are gonna be able to walk on money. Like, I'm gonna be able to put some floor down. That the money's gonna be useless. You'll be able to put some acid or what's that clear stuff that make your floor all shiny and stuff. Like, it's just gonna be a decorative piece. Like, that's why. And another thing, money is about to go away when they about to put not being prejudiced or nothing, but when they put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill, just to say they put a black person on United States money. When they put Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill, they're gonna devalue our dollar. Point blank, period.
Hey, don't be saying that like that, man. That's just blasphemy. I'm just kidding. Hey, you know what? You ain't lying though, man. If they put Harriet Tubman on there, they already was pushing us towards credit cards and all that stuff, and now the credit cards is getting into the Bitcoin. You got the retailers, everybody getting into Bitcoin. They got Bitcoin credit cards coming out, man. Credit card companies been making money for years. You think credit card companies is going to jump in it if they don't know if that asset is going to get them money back? Come on, man. Let's take a message, Silk.
I was looking up some stocks yesterday, and I came across Fisker. They're an energy company, and they're going to be making electronic vehicles. And I came across 2 separate tickers for Fisker. One is regular Fisker, and then one is Fisker-WS. And they're both the same company, but they have different price points. One is at like 30 and the other one's at like 15 or something like that. What's the difference between the two? They're the same company, but they got two different ticker names. Do you know anything about that? And I noticed other companies do the same thing too. They have more than one ticker.
Fisker is a speculative, like it's a spec play.
Have they made a product
It's
yet?
no, like
They ain't made no physical product. Man.
Fisker is gearing towards trying to be like an affordable car company. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the two specs are, one is premium and one is affordable. So Fisker right now to me is like, it's something to look at and definitely do some more research, because you definitely don't want to miss out on any EVs that's rising up. But you got to think about this too. If Biden don't do a good job, these EV companies only gonna go so far. Say if Trump get back in office and he's considered an old way of doing things, then the automotive industry will have more time to build up, you know, on this EV thing. But in this EV market, you got a 2-year window. Where do you want to be? You want to be with a company that's thinking about making cars, or you want to be with a company that's already making cars like NIO and Tesla?
But look at this, Silk. See, look, production of the Fisker Ocean isn't scheduled to start until the fourth quarter of 2022. So yeah, this company is a little ways off from actually making product. You get what I'm saying? So all of that is speculative. You got a lot of companies that's like that actually come out with something and it's speculative, and then they don't get approved or something like that, and the stock price just flies down. So
and then you think about this. You put your money in there, right? Because you're trying to jump the curve, but your money is sitting and sitting and sitting. Meanwhile, we got what is this, stimulus after stimulus. So your money value is already going down every time we do a stimulus. So you got to think about that. Stimulus. Make sure you put your money in the right thing. Like the EV wave, as far as I'm concerned, you're a little late on the EVs because everybody's talking about it. You got to get with the stuff that they're not talking about.
Always late. When everybody start talking about it, just know that you're late to it. Sometimes you can still ride that wave with some of this stuff, but just know that you late to it. If you see it on the news already, if it's big already, you late to the party, man. Fisker ain't making nothing.
Hey, let me clarify something real quick. I'm not saying late, but I'm saying you're late. Like you said, like if you got NIO at $10, then you're not late to it. NIO is $55. You're late, but you're not late. Get what I'm saying? Like with Tesla, you're late. If you'd have got Tesla from $250 on down, then you're not late. But by it being $600, you're late, but not too late, because Tesla can reach 7,000.
Let's take some of these matches, so we be building up.
Oh, y'all mentioned buying little pieces of art and stuff. They're doing something similar with sports betting. You do the sports betting, you do the parlays, and you do the other shit. I'm not really experienced in sports betting, but they have this other thing where you put a stock down in a certain player, and if he performs at a certain level, I think through the week or something like that, people will make money off of that. I'm not sure what type of betting is called or what category to put it under, but that's something new that I saw. There are a couple of apps out there that do that.
Yeah, that's hey, look. A lot of that stuff is new. You want to know something, man? We just happened, like, well, I know I was in the casino for the first time since the pandemic in Detroit for what was it, about a month or two ago. The whole landscape of casinos have changed. I don't know if any of y'all go to Las Vegas. I guarantee you, when you go back, it's going to be more digital stuff than ever. Like, they redid the whole thing. It's all digital where you can make your sports bets. It's legal now in Michigan. I don't know if it's been legal other places, but I can see that moving digital too. I don't really know about the Pacific stock he talking about or what you going into with it, but I know that a lot of casinos is moving digital too. You know anything
Yeah,
about
I'm
that?
gonna put. I don't know about I know about the gambling part because I am gonna be doing a little gambling, but it's sports gambling. Like, but I'm not gonna be like ridiculous like in the stock market. But I didn't know nothing about putting bets on the single player. Like, I put 1,000 down right now on LaMelo Ball right now. So.
Hey, look, that's just strictly gambling, y'all. That ain't no financial advice, nothing. That's just
Right.
that's something you do as a hobby at leisure. They're like, hey, what do you mean gambling? I was like, don't act like that, man. Everybody got to live their life, man. But let's take some more messages.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah,
I think the material you're looking for is acrylic. I could be wrong.
Are you talking about for the floor? No.
Oh
You
yeah,
talking
the acrylic. Yeah, no, he talking about acrylic. Yeah. No, not acrylic. It's you know how they do like marble customized. Like you can make a cheap. You can make a cheap.
I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
Let's get another one, Silk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the US dollar is pretty much useless at this point, man. It's only a matter of time before they completely remove it, you know, and everything will become digital, man, you know, crypto. But I think people need to, like, if they're not too sure about crypto, man, they need to do all the research they gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. The US dollar probably ain't gonna never go. The only way that would happen is all the baby boomers go out. All the, you know what I'm saying? This generation is what embraces crypto, man. The American dollar ain't never, it's gonna be devalued, but that's all they know. I was saying this on the last show before. I was behind somebody who was using a damn check, man. You think she know about crypto? Hell no. She had to be about 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? Crypto is more of a younger man's game. I don't really know of any older guys get into crypto. You know what I'm saying? But the US dollar ain't never going nowhere, man. At least for now, you have to have a whole baby boomer generation go out before we even think about something like that. You know, they would never let nothing like that happen. Because USD, that'll calculate to tether, what they call tether in cryptocurrencies. Let's get another one, Sil.
That was real messed up what you said about Harriet Tubman, but you got a point. They're going to give us something to make us smile for 5 seconds and then snatch it away to where it's worth nothing. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, when are they putting Harriet Tubman on the 20? She on there already?
She was supposed to schedule to be already on there. The Harriet Tubman 20 supposed to been scheduled to be already on there. But what I'm saying is, don't be surprised if they put Harriet Tubman on there. They're gonna put Harriet Tubman on there during the Biden administration. That's for sure. But I guess it was turned down in the Trump administration. But I'm not gonna get into politics on this stereo.
I'm not shocked. I ain't shocked about it.
But yeah, they supposed to be doing it sometime in 2022. That's when we'll be seeing the $20 bill of Harriet Tubman.
Let's get another one.
So, what's your predictions for the future? Like for blockchain, cryptocurrency for 10, 20, even 30 years in the future? I know it's like a weird, wild guess, and maybe it's easy for you, but, you can't really predict stuff like that. But, like, what's your, I don't know, out-of-the-box predictions for all this? How's it going to turn out? Where are we going to be? Is there going to be cash money? What's going to happen?
Hey, T. Maggart, I'm straightforward with it, man. I'm crypto to the crypto, gonna make you a rich man. You invest in it now. 20, 30 years, it's gonna be a no-brainer. We on the verge of something, another in like a revolution, to be honest with you. You got just like usually in history, you got the older generation saying no, do it this way, and you got the younger generations. But I feel like it's a consensus in the middle with a lot of people that look at cryptocurrency. Do you think that the old generation would even invest in something like that? Guess what's controlled by all the companies are controlled by rich people. You get what I'm saying? And these companies are invested in cryptos now. These companies ain't in it to lose. Casinos ain't in business to lose. They invest in future. You even got Warren Buffett and all them looking at cryptocurrency. Anytime you got people eyeing it, you know it's here to stay. You get what I'm saying? So for me personally, crypto going to the moon, man, and that's where I put most of my money, man. I feel like everybody getting in because they want to know about cryptocurrency. They don't really understand it, but they want to know about it.
There's two ways of doing things in your family: leaving your kids wealth or leaving your kids cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency to me is the new wealth for your kids. Yeah. Like when Caucasian, wealthy Caucasian people die, they leave their kids like millions and millions for them to go off and do something new. Right now, use this opportunity. You ain't got kids now, but if you think about this, Bitcoin has the limit of 21 billion, right? Or 21 million?
Yeah, billion. No, Bitcoin got a market. You talking about the market cap for Bitcoin?
Market cap, yeah.
The market cap for Bitcoin over $1 trillion, I think.
No. The cap. The cap. What's the limit of Bitcoin?
21 million Bitcoin.
So 21 million. And now take all the people in the world, right? What's the population? Is what was like 5 billion?
328 million.
328 million. Now divide that into 21 million. All the people that's in the world, divide that into 21 million right now.
No. Hey, Silk, that's the United States. Just 300. In the world, I think it's about 7 billion people in the world.
7 billion. That's what I'm saying. That's why Bitcoin value is going to be higher over time. Like, I think that's the same guy was talking about the art. It's time, the time value is going to increase. Just like with these trading cards, he said. Kobe Bryant's trading card, rookie card, Snoop Dogg just paid $30,000 for it. Just imagine what it'll be in 30 years. Get what I'm saying? So it's time sensitive. Like I got a Wheaties box with LeBron James on it. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but guess what? I know for a fact that Wheaties box is going to be worth some money. So I just put that up. I'm not a hoarder, but some stuff just makes sense. Like Serena Williams Wheaties box, I have that. Like some stuff just makes sense. The time value is gonna make you money.
Who else? I hope I got some other crypto lovers in here, man. We've been talking a whole bunch of crypto, man. We got to get back to stocks too. Hey, let's take another mention, Sil.
Oh yeah, that's true about Neo. But I got in on Neo at $6.74 a share.
She's showing off.
Hey, Randy, you always get in. You always ahead of the curve. You got to start dropping that knowledge up in here. You be ahead of the curve in a lot of these stocks that we end up talking about eventually, because people bring it on our radars early. I like when people come on here and say, "Hey, this is a stock you need to get into," or because I always want to get on buying opportunities. I myself need to get me a home run hitter.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, about my history with Neo. I actually bought it when it first came out. When it first IPO, I bought it at $4.96, and then it went up. Yep, then it went up, and then it started coming down, and I sold it, and then it stayed down around $3 and some odd cents, and I'm like, oh God. So I ain't get in it. So when she got in it, and I didn't believe in it no more. Then all of a sudden it started rising to $13. That's when I jumped back in it. The NIL, I bought like 1,000 shares of NIL. So yeah, man, like that's the way to do it, man. Just get on them, because I ain't really believe in the company. I was always like a Tesla. But you need a competitor out there. You definitely need a competitor out there. And I didn't see it.
Yeah, but
that could have made me a lot of money.
Let's take another one.
Last I heard about the Harriet Tubman 20, it was supposed to go on there while Trump was in office, but he put a stop to it. I don't know what Joe Biden's going to do. he might push for it, but I don't think that's in his immediate plans.
Man, you know
No, it's
Trump.
not.
You know,
You
I
got to
know
get through the pandemic. You got to get through the pandemic.
he got so much on
Once
his
you get
plate
through
right
the
now, man.
pandemic, then he
We
can
got
focus on that.
500,000. We got 500,000 deaths right now in the United States. I don't think people understand. We ain't gonna get into the politics, but I don't think people understand. United States did not have a plan. 500,000 people are dead now. You had the administrator, and the stock market got killed from it, but it kind of benefited from it too. You had the higher administrations telling people one thing, and then you had the government level telling you another. I mean, you had state levels telling you something else. And then you had the president fighting with governors and stuff. So people didn't really know what to do. So you got half the people like, screw a mask. And you got the other half like, we need to have a mask. Now you got 500,000 people dead, and nobody is taking blame for that. But yeah, let's yeah, I'm sorry, but
Go
I'm
to
passionate
another.
about that too, man. Because all this politic news, if y'all don't notice, politics plays a close part in stocks. I don't care what anybody says, it's all a part of the system. Politics play a close part in those stock prices, man. Watch it. Because I don't know if you guys ever heard about politicians and insider trading. Obama and them introduced a bill in 2012 because all the politicians, that get into Congress and they get and they do insider trading. You notice how they get into office, and then when they get out of office, they all of a sudden multi-millionaires. A lot of them already millionaires at first, but when they get out, a lot of them already rich through the stock market. Because guess who feed them that information? The corporation. And in turn, the politicians pay the corporation with legislation that's going to back those corporations up. So just like that tax bill that passed, corporations paying way less taxes than you. Amazon made $11 billion in profit last year. You know how many taxes they paid? 0. You pay more taxes than Amazon. Where in the world is that okay? But anyway, let's take another message, Silk, before I go off on a whole nother tangent.
I've got about 40 old Disney movies, all of the old ones, and I think 3 of them have black diamonds on them. Do you think they're really worth anything? They're VHS.
Oh, shout out. You got the old Disney movies? Hey, my auntie used to have a whole bin of those. I don't know, but those old covers you're talking about, we used to have a whole lot of them. They actually probably are worth a lot of money. All you got to do is go on eBay and look them up or try that out. I don't know a lot about
Yeah.
them, but I do remember the covers you're talking about. Those is
We
classics.
Hey, listen, for all the listeners listening to this, welcome to the Silk Holler and Javo TV podcast feature on stereo. We talk about stocks and crypto and talk about business opportunities. Stocks, crypto, and business opportunities, not Disney movies. I'm pretty sure they might be worth some money, but this
Hey,
is
stop
stock,
it, man.
cryptocurrency, and business.
No,
But
he's
we
saying
did have a
because
conversation about the art and stuff like that. So by he being having old movies in VHS, it might be worth something, but that's just something that you probably got to go to. Don't TLC got something like that where collected art, vintage stuff. So it might be
yeah,
worth
really,
something. I
really
hope it
though, you
is.
got the phone. All you got to do is go in there and check it out, man. I don't know what the Black Diamond is, but I know them old Disney movie covers. Because anything like that is probably gonna cost. I mean, he was saying that because you were talking about Kobe Bryant's vintage card you got, or Wheaties boxes. I see where he's going with it. Let's take another one,
Right.
Sil.
I see where you're going.
All right, I gotta go, but I just want to say this is my first time, listening to your show, and you definitely just got a fan. This is awesome. I love what you guys are doing, and just keep up the great work. Keep on doing what you're doing. See you later, guys.
Hey, T Magger, good looking, man. We just try to give out as much
Appreciate you.
free information because you go online, man. You go on YouTube. Everybody pitching you a class. Everybody, this information, man. Information should be free. If you get a
And he
community of
told us
people,
about that EFT or NFT.
yeah,
So normally I go back and watch and listen to the show about 2-3 times so I can write down like what we got introduced to and look that up. So that is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like, especially that's a good opportunity because, like I was saying, with the Art Institute, I tried to join a exclusive art institute. They only want people with real money. And at the time, I was at work and I was looking into it. I didn't have that much money like that, so that is something for the people to get into and make some money off these interests, off these old art paintings that goes up for sale.
Let's take this last one.
Shit, and I got some news from Texas, man, that the governor over there just fucking removed the whole mask mandate for the entire state. Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes, huh? And then they're gonna say, "Oh, COVID numbers are spiking up again. We're gonna have to go to another lockdown, bro." I mean, it's the same shit, man.
Hey, you know what?
Polo Fresh, say that one more time. Come back on and say that one more time. What state is removing the mask?
No, I hope. I mean, look, Texas. Yeah, he said he in Texas, and they're gonna remove their mask. The only thing that I'm worried about with the stock market is everything opening back up, because then I feel like a stock market crash would be imminent. But you know what? Florida been open, man. Florida been open, and I don't think they got a state mandate. If anybody in Florida, you correct me if I'm wrong, but if Texas is lifting it, then I mean, you can't stop that. COVID is here to stay, man. Anybody that's blind and don't know that COVID here to stay, it's gonna be like the flu. But you know what? It's a 99.9% survival rating of it. You know what I'm saying? You got a more chance of dying from some other stuff. I don't get me wrong, COVID is real, everything is happening, but I'm worried about stuff opening up. So that's kind of something I ain't heard yet. I gotta actually look that up. Because if Texas is opening up, I'm worried about the stock market.
That's what I was saying. That's one of the signs, bro. I'll be telling everybody that's gonna be one of the signs. When they start removing the mask, that's when the stock market, because they gotta get this money back. They gotta get this money back that they lost for these years. So Coleman Powell gonna go on national TV, like you said, and be like, what happened was.
Hey, Silk, you're right. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced Tuesday that he will soon lift the state mask mandate, even as federal officials have urged state not to abandon COVID-19 precautions. So in Texas, they about to open it up, man. Hey, you right, man. You right. They about to open it. The thing is, it's okay if one state do it, but Texas is a pretty big state and it's influential right now. If you notice, all the big tech companies from California, a lot of them are going to Texas because of the no state tax. And
a lot of people are flying to Texas too, man. I ain't never been to Texas, and I feel like I want to go to Texas right now. I ain't never been.
You
had no desire to go.
Wait a minute. You never been to Texas?
Never been to Texas, man. But I'm ready to go on down there
That's
right now.
Need to be there. Look, I'll tell you, when I went, I've been to Texas 3 times. Everything is big, man. Everything is big. Everybody got pickup trucks, and the steaks is big. The women are big. I'm just kidding, and the women ain't big, but it's a nice state, man. They got everything. It's different from where we at. You know what I'm saying? But I hope. I want the country to get back to normal, but I'll just know to have my money out the stock market at that point. I probably would have more cash on hand than I ever had.
Oh yeah.
Let's take this last.
I don't believe we have a mandate here in Florida, but I keep my mask on. And I was in the store the other day. I was coming out of Dollar Tree, and there was a sign as big as day. You can't miss it. Must have a mask on to enter the store. And these 2 little Caucasian people decided, oh, I'm going in anyway. And they went in with no mask. And I was waiting for them to get kicked out, and they didn't. So I'm like, see, that's how shit spreads. Because of stupid people. I personally know of people who have died from COVID. So for people who still walking around here saying, oh, it's not real, we'll be fine. Yeah, you won't be fine. Trust me.
Yeah, everybody's DNA is different. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I lost plenty of good people that was close to me. I lost my uncle during the the COVID situation. So I believe, yeah, I don't take that lightly at all. I have a chronic illness myself, so I don't take COVID lightly. But I'm waiting for the turnaround too, because like I'm tired of like being like this is I actually retired during the pandemic, so this is like I don't have nothing to do. So I got to figure out what I got to do. I got to figure out what I like doing again. I'm not athletic like I used to be, so I got to figure out what I like to do. I might have to start reading. Who knows?
Oh man, I'm looking at your blockchain stock, Silk, and they doing all right today. The stock market look like it's in suspense right now, like it's a flat day. So everything look like it's just staying around the same price. I told you I was thinking about putting some stock options on SOS Limited, either that one or Sensonics by March 19th. Because tomorrow, if y'all know, that Sensonics is a stock I put 25 grand in. I always say that Sensonics, I think their earnings call is tomorrow, March 4th. So when that happens, I don't know if it's going to be a good or bad thing, but I don't think they're going to make money, but I think it's actually going to push that price. I also jumped into another stock, ATNX, but they just got killed from not getting FDA approval. But me, in the long run, this stock has ran at $9 to $10. Now it plummeted. I jumped in once it plummeted. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it bottomed out. So I actually jumped in that yesterday. That's one of the plays I jumped in, ATNX. I mean, that's just something personally that I'm getting into. I know they stock run around a certain price. That's a long-term play for me. I think that company gonna rebound and get FDA approval in a minute. Now, as far as Sensonics, we waiting on this 180-day approval. Once that comes in and the earnings calls come in, I'm hoping that stock get past $4.50 for March 19th. That's what I bought 10 options for. So I'm hoping to make a nice little profit off Sensonics by March 19th. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm only gonna lose $300-400. You know what I'm saying? So I told y'all I'm new. I'm new in the options trading. So I'm only gonna risk what I'm willing to lose right now. And eventually I'm gonna branch out more and more. So if I'm right on this one, I'm gonna make me some money, man. I don't really know if that stock gonna hit by then, but I did my research. I feel like it's gonna be there by March 19th, and I'm hoping it is. You got
Well,
any
you know
options
me.
right now?
Well, you know me. I am in the field. My options is long term. My options. I only got one option out there, and that's Tesla, and I got it for a whole year, for March.
Man, you must have had
So
to pay some real money for that then.
yeah,
If you got it
it's
for a whole year out, man, you paid some money for that stock
you
option,
gotta
man.
you gotta at least cover 100 shares. So when Tesla went down to, I think I got in at 650-ish. So I bought 100 share options shares. So I got to. But back to what I was going to talk about, SENS stock, NNDM, and BNGO is getting hit hard. But at the same time, this
It
is a
might
good opportunity to jump in these stocks, because
it's best. It's
these
best.
stocks are like biotechnology stocks. Biotechnology stocks are the aftermath of COVID-19. So right now, these stocks are going to be up and down, up and down. But if you believe in the company and you believe in the benefits of the company, like we were saying with NIO, like don't sell don't jump out and then look at it when it's down low and not take that opportunity to buy more shares.
Hey,
Average those, yeah.
you was right about Rocket Mortgage. Now look at Rocket Mortgage now, crashing and burning. I mean, it ain't crashing and burning, but it's dropping, man. And it dropped down to 33. They lost 20%. See, it's these stocks that come out and get hyped up by the news and hyped up by people. Because what people don't know with these game stocks and these bots and stuff like that, all that stuff you're seeing, these are bots. people put a lot of bot type out there to hype up these stocks. And just like Rocket Mortgage right now, it surged 71%, but right now it's crashing. You know what I'm saying? It went right back down. I think like that stock is overvalued. That's why I don't like getting into real estate stocks right now. I want real estate to drop some, and then I want to jump into that market. We never, and
You
then we
know,
never jump in. Go ahead.
I met Dan Gilbert personally, and he's a cool guy. He actually flew one of my good friends' sons out. I guess they had like a basketball game, so they actually flew in like the Cleveland Cavalier jet. So they was, living high. But he's a cool guy. I'm actually rooting for Rocket Mortgage, but right now that's slow money for me, and I'm looking at Rocket Mortgage, possibly 18 to, from 18 to $21 I'm gonna get in. Other than that, I'm thinking like 16. You'll probably never see 16, but I would jump in, Rocket Mortgage or, in that opportunity. But until this pandemic is over, until we get this under control, I don't see the real estate market doing anything but because you got all these people that they can move into your house and not pay a bill.
That's what's scary about it, though. That is
Yeah.
scary, yo. I didn't like without see. This is my plan. I was gonna jump into stocks, get my money up, quadruple, jump into real estate. That's what everybody does. But I feel like jumping into real estate right now is a terrible, terrible, idea because prices is up, mortgage rates is low, which means it's a bad market for sellers. You know what I'm saying? You get your money, but then when you get your money, how you gonna buy your other asset with it if you sell your house? Because now when you
But
buy
what I'm
another
saying is, it is good to buy a house, but
yeah, but if you sell it, you're
get
gonna be
it and
spending a
sit
lot
on
more
it.
to buy another one.
Get it. Me personally, I'm gonna get it and sit on it. I'm gonna get it and sit on my property. I'm gonna buy them in bundles and then just sit on them until the economy turn around. Then once the economy turn around, fix it up. Now you got some good houses that you can make some good money on.
I'll be real with you. I'm waiting for it to, man, because look, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about this dark horse in the room, but millionaires really get made in stock market crashes. People make the most money, or that's when new millionaires get made, is when stuff crashes. The people with the money on the side, when everybody is foreclosed and they're losing their homes and stuff like that, how do you think that money changes from poor to rich every time? You know what I'm saying? That's pre-designed. So when it crashes, all these companies got the money to buy up these houses. You know what I'm saying? So if you an investor or you got money and you have money on the side, it's perfect to always have that money ready to go when as somebody else's misfortune, which is a dark horse. It sucks to say it, but millionaires get made when the market goes down. The smartest of people buy when the market goes down. They know eventually the market's going to go back up. Those house prices are going to go back up. And guess who's going to benefit from that? The person who has the knowledge, the person who has the money on the fucking side. You know what I'm saying? In 2008, let me tell y'all a story real quick. I love my father to death. I listen to my dad's advice. I always do. But my dad is a product of his era. So his way of thinking is conservatism. Mine, I have to adapt to my environment at this time. Okay, so 2011, 2012 came around. I had an opportunity to buy a apartment or duplex a condo downtown in Detroit. Now this is when Detroit was crap. 2011, 12, the prices, the real estate was way low. I could have got it for $40,000. My dad told me, hey, make sure this is right. But I knew I wasn't financially literate, but I knew what a good opportunity was at the time. Because I'm one of those guys that once I get into it and I research, I'm one of them guys that got to research something real hard before I do it. It was a good opportunity. And my dad was like, don't do it. He was only doing it because he didn't want me to get into a bad situation. You want to know how much that damn condo is worth now? $369,000. Get what I'm saying? So the opportunities, the 100% of the shots you don't take, you're going to miss. But I knew he was looking, he just wanted the best for me. at the time. He wasn't understanding because that's not his expertise. But you know what? I'm always going to remember my missed opportunities and make good and do better. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was a missed opportunity for me, and it just taught. So every missed opportunity is a learning thing for me. You get what I'm saying? So when I miss and I say I didn't get this Bitcoin or something like that, those are learning opportunities. Let's take a message, Silk.
I agree. When you see the lower numbers, even if they're not real low, it's good to use that capital that you have put away to invest so that you can increase the value of your previously bought stock. A lot of people like to sit on it and wait for it to go back up, but you're missing buying opportunities.
Right. So it's called averaging down. So if you buy a stock at $5 and you see it drop below don't sell it, just buy more stocks.
Hey, Silk, explain
Especially
what
if you
averaging
believe
down
in it.
is. Come on.
Yeah.
So I think
Like
the
I
beginners
said,
know
after the
this.
pandemic, there will be the Geno thing, how to keep yourself healthy. Like, remember we went through that fast when everybody disregarded how they was eating. We supersized everything. Now we out of shape, got diabetes, this, that, and other. Now we got to sell you some health products. Here you go. And this Geno technology is going off your own personal DNA. So have you ever noticed, like, you see people like maybe they getting maybe technology is really growing, man. We're like, I can start taking this technology medicine to get buff and get ripped, and I'm looking like a perfect specimen. Like, technology is growing, and now they got this Geno technology that takes your DNA. They take your DNA, analyze it, and tell you exactly what foods to stay away from, what foods you can't have, even healthy foods. If it's not part of your DNA, they text that. Like, I know this one lady, she was like, she loved pecans, almonds, or something like that, and she couldn't take it because the results came back. It was damaging her more than it was helping her, even though it's considered a healthy food. She just can't have that.
Let's take this message, Silk.
What I've heard from, like, I listen to Dave Ramsey, so once you start to get a good capital in your investments, 401ks, IRAs, and all that stuff, and you're investing yourself, then you can diversify in other business habits. But if you're successful in what you're doing, there's really no reason to.
Right. If the shoe fit, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. My training, my tires are getting a flat with the stock market. That's why I have like 80% of my cash on hand now, like waiting on the next stock or waiting till this stuff blow over. But I already said, like, the first 2 weeks of March, or even going into the third week of March, I see a turnaround. But right now, we're just floating. We got to get through. We got to get through everybody doing their taxes.
Hey, Silk, you know what I'm scared of, though? It's because it's the first quarter. Ain't it the first quarter of the year? All these companies is coming out with they earnings and stuff like that. Earnings calls, it's either good or bad to have that before then. Because some investors take it bad, some take it. Because if that stock that you own is owned by like a corporation a lot, you might be safe in that stock. When the earnings call come and you got a lot of people, a lot of volume, and a lot of buying and selling and people shorting, I don't like to hold stocks. The only one I'm holding right now is Sensonics right before they earnings call tomorrow. But I'm only holding that because I believe in it, but I have to hold it. I bought 25 grand in that 465. You never sell a stock for a loss unless you believe you got a better opportunity. Like I told y'all, I bought back into AMC at $10.12. The stock price is at $8. I put 2 to 3 grand back in. I will not be selling AMC until it goes back above that price. Only because I know it's going to go back above that price because it's volatile right now, and that's just what's going to happen. And when it does, I'm gonna sell right back out of it because AMC is like you said, the meme stocks, man. I'm just gonna stay away from it. But you know what? The potential to make money on these stocks is so appealing to even somebody like me. You got big time investors that still, it's appealing to make that money quick. I know you want to make that money quick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do, but it's not healthy for some of the investors out here. For all these beginning people getting in, it's not healthy because it's not teaching you how the stock market really works. You jumping in off of what you heard, and you're not learning nothing. You get what I'm saying? You just jumping off of what you're seeing on Facebook, what you're seeing on Reddit, what you're seeing on Snapchat, all that. That don't mean nothing until you actually take the time to learn about it. You know, so don't jump in just because you heard about these stocks. Me, I took a chance because I wanted to take that risk. That's what I was willing to take. That's me personally. Everybody has different, you know what I'm saying, parameters for what they want to do when they get in. And a lot of beginning investors jumping in like with their feet cold. Like, oh,
But
I don't know what to do. Is this what I should do? That's not
but
necessarily
the
what you should do, man.
prime example of what happened, man. They boosted up like with Brandy's situation. They boosted up NIO. NIO took off, and then one bad news shot it right back down. Then once they shot it right back down, there was no news or nothing. So that's when she jumped in. She got it at a great value, $6.96. So once it took back off, it was too late. When it got to $55, it was like it's late. It's a little late. It's not too late, but it's late to get those big gains. So that's why I say you gotta these companies, when you put your money in, you gotta really believe in them. Like with Sasonic, I really believe in Sasonic. I got 30K. I had 90K, but I sold 60K. I got 30K of Sasonic, bro.
Hey,
If
you
I'm a
always
diabetic, just like I said, if I'm a diabetic, why wouldn't I use the Sasonic thing with the 90 days? If I ain't I ain't have to prick my finger in 6 months. If I got to prick, you know what I'm saying? I can check my blood level or my sugar level through a phone. Why wouldn't I do it? That's what I'm saying. These are companies you really have to believe in and understand.
Hey, I
Like
think
at
that's gonna be
$3.30.
that's why I believe in it so much. I used to be a guy at the job. I ain't gonna say by name, but I used to work with him, and he used to do this little needle thing. I was coming. He was like, I was like, you know, I wasn't being nosy, but he was like, yeah, I got to do this because of my diabetes. And I'm just like, man, now they got a technology with Sensonics where they're gonna put that chip under your skin, and they working on one for an entire year where you could just check it, and you ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff that y'all got to get on. It's innovations, man. Let's take some messages, Silk. We piling up.
Have you guys taken a look at 3D printing technology like DM on desktop metal? Kathy Woods and other have invested on it, and currently DM is really at a dip right now. It's almost like the price it's going for, is close to its IPO. So, what do you guys think about that? I'm waiting for it to dip some more because I'm greedy and cheap.
You talking about Annie and DM?
No, he's talking about desktop metal. Desktop metal, see, like you said, it's close to the IPO. Anytime you see an IPO and then you get into the pre-market, right? Anytime you get an IPO and then right when the IPO come out, the pre-market is just ridiculous. That's these day traders, man. They made it so like I'm not getting into desktop metals until it fizzle out a little bit more. I still think desktop metals is high, ticker symbol DM on the New York Stock Exchange, but I still think desktop metal is high right now. I feel like desktop metal can go down to 15, especially with all this stuff going on.
15.
Like, yeah, get greedy, get hungry, man. But when it first IPO, yeah, it's around that time. But that's these days. I wanted to get into what IPO was that? It shot up and then it fizzled out. You have to wait a while before you can get into anything.
Rocket
Rocket Mortgage did the same
Just
thing.
did that.
Yeah.
Shoot. Hey, look, these stocks come out like what y'all don't know. Coinbase about to file with the SEC, so they about to drop on the stock market. That's another point. You know what I'm saying? Watch the companies that's going public. In the initial, when they first go public, it's a lot of hype around those stocks, and then you're gonna see it fall to what it really is, and then you're gonna see it like
And then,
stable.
but this is my thing. This is what I developed: the stay in your lane prediction. I can invest into DM, but why wouldn't I invest into NNDM? That's $9.23 relatively to $19. So
Right.
me personally, if I'm gonna do a 3D company and I'm invest my money in 3D company, yeah,
NNDM.
you want your money to be diversified. But if I'm gonna do a 3D company, my money is gonna be more into NNDM so I can get more shares and make more money. Like I see NNDM being $25 at the end of the year. I can't see or spectate when DM is gonna move unless people are watching ARK Investment again.
Hey,
A
y'all
lot of
pull up
people,
some of these ticker symbols we talking about. NNDM, that's a 3D printing company, man. They on the verge of 3D printing technology. 3D printing is going to be the future, and that's how you make money, is looking at stocks that's going to be good for the future. You know what I'm saying? What he talking about, that ticker symbol, that's going to be something good, man. But I see a better opportunity on a lower stock price in that nano dimension, because just like you were saying, Kathy Woods is completely on NNDM. Right now, you can't watch these little small market fluctuations and get scared. That's actually a good, like, NNDM is at an excellent buying price right now. We're not financial advisors. This is just stuff that we're saying. Look into these stocks. You know what I'm saying? That 3D printing, that's going somewhere. They talking about 3D printing space rockets now and reusable rockets and stuff like that. That's how far technology has come. We just ain't seeing it at our doorstep, like Amazon packages. You know what I'm saying? So we don't believe it. You just got to read up on what's going on. But anyway, let's take some messages, Silk, so we don't get behind.
When researching stocks, they say to look for stuff that you're interested in or have products you've bought and stuff like that. But if you want to branch away from that to try to find stocks that are just starting out, which route do you go through, like, to find those stocks that are like hidden gems? Or do you just look down a list of stocks and see which ones you like, or how do you go about doing something like that? Because there's a couple of stocks that other people have pointed out to me, and over time it'll rise up. So how do you go about doing something like that?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how I do it, and then Silk probably gonna tell you how he do it. Me, exactly where you at, man. Communities like this. That's how I find my stocks. No, I don't pull out a whole big list. I don't need to look at all that shit. I follow what's going on. I look at stuff and I pay attention. Somebody might say a ticker symbol, for instance. Then I go look at it, and if I see a couple of signals that indicate for me to look more, then I look more into it. And a lot of times you find good opportunities just from other people. Collaboration. This is what the Stereo app is for. That's what YouTube is for. I go through the community, man, and I look at these stocks. And then once you get on and you get into these investment groups, you'll be shocked at the information you're going to find out through these investment groups, man. It's a lot of people giving good information, just like we give good information. So when you go to those places, I never look down a whole list of stocks. I see what's popping. I see what's going to pop. And then I might look at that company. Then I go look at the third party company with that to see what's going on. So I always go through communities to find different stocks because I don't like looking forever. And then I put my focus on that stock, all my focus on that stock to see if it's worth investing in. I don't know how you do it, Silk. Silk always finding the best stocks, man.
How I find the best stocks, man, like, you have to change your way of thinking, like I said, but Javo hit it right on the money. You have to be in these communities. Just for instance, if you're into the Facts of Life community, you're gonna know when that next Facts of Life show come on. I'm just mentioning Facts of Life for all the old heads out there, but me personally, what I do is I meditate on money-making ideas, and I wait for the universe to tell me these ideas. I know that's a little off the wall, but at the same time, it's been working for me. So when I'm in these communities and I get hit with a ticker symbol, like, oh, check out CCIV. Soon as I looked at CCIV, I got a bad vibe from CCIV. And a couple shows ago on Friday, I was telling J-Bo, man, it was about to crash, bro. Like, and it happened that Monday. So that's what I'm saying. Be in these communities, get in these communities, start dedicating your used time. Dedicating your used time. Yeah. Like when I was at work, any type of break I had, any type of chill time I had, I was into the community, into like passionate. You got to be passionate for it. And once you start seeing the difference and your lifestyle start changing, man, it's a beautiful thing. Then you're gonna want to help other people.
Yeah. Let's get some more messages down, Silk. I see that.
Well, a big issue too is with the social media atmosphere. These stocks will get promoted. You know, I mean, look at the whole GameStop thing. And so what happens is now you have companies that are able to be pumped and dumped, you know, randomly. And then people that are inexperienced that just get on and just start buying things that they don't need to buy, panic selling, and it creates a volatile market. So
why you think Wall Street's so mad, man? You got all these, like, they don't want you to get that money, man. I know it's a frenzy, but you know what? I said a lot of bad things about the GameStop frenzy and all that, but you know what? You know what the good thing about it is? It brings new investors. It brings new people to a field that didn't have as many. Like I told y'all before, 25% of United States have touched cryptocurrency. So that means a crap load of people who didn't know shit before jumping in off the hype, and we actually might retain a lot of those people simply because they know what money is now. They want to get that money back. They want to learn. You know what I'm saying? Financial channels on YouTube are taking off right now. People want to learn. Yeah. One thing I would say that's good that came from all of that craziness and the volatility of the market is the amount of people who have gotten into the market now. Look. You got like it's going crazy right now. Bitcoin, and all the big companies and stuff, like, you got people actually paying attention to stock news. Stock news didn't mean shit to people before, unless you was getting money or you was in that field. But now you attracting people from all over. Me, I'll be real with y'all. I was in stocks. I always been in stocks for the last 5-6 years, but I didn't take stocks seriously. I really jumped into it as a way out until the last year and a half. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all bad from GameStop and AMC, but I do feel bad for the beginners who jump in not knowing. You get what I'm saying? They jump in like, oh, any stock I jump in is just going to be, oh shit, I got in at $2. When is it going to 200? I said, listen, man, that's that ain't never happened. You know what I'm saying? That's never happened in history. They believe in that shit. But you know what? It could be a norm from going on because social media has so much power over people's minds. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to do is get on that social media. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to do is get on that Snapchat and that. Wake up in the morning and get on these damn stocks. How about that? Let's get to the next question. So,
guys, I've literally just jumped into this app, but I've seen a lot of conversations, and I see this one's about crypto and stocks. So I'm just wondering, what is you guys' credentials? Like, what's your history, your past, your experience with stocks and crypto? If you could give a brief overview, I just want to know where the knowledge is coming from. You get me?
Hey, we financial freedom fighters. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got we ain't no professors. We ain't financial advisors. None of that. We two guys reaching our financial freedom. Mo's retired. I'm on my way to financial freedom. We speak about stocks and cryptos that we have, and we make it a community where you can join in and talk about it. So When you saying credentials, what are you saying?
No, the credential part, we're actually regular Joes who, in my part, I've reached financial freedom in not saying less than 3 years, but
Ma, just tell the
sacrificing,
truth. Less than 3 years, you did.
well, just basically just sacrificing my time. So I was able to retire during the pandemic, and I'm enjoying my life, and we're sharing that experience on how to. Like Javo eyes woke up and he's passionate about it. That's how I was 3 years ago. That's why I'm saying it's not gonna take long for anybody. Change the way you're thinking, manifest these thoughts, have a plan. Write those plans down at the beginning of the year, or write those plans down now. Get you a what is this board in my house, J-Lo?
A goal board. Get you a goal board, man.
No, like a planning board. What is that called? I'm just like dumbfounded right now. But what we saying is, man, we're just sharing testimony on how we came about it and how you can use social media. Like, I use social media to make money. Like, let the big people look what the big dogs are doing. Look what the big dogs are buying into, like art investment. Everybody that's a smart person, that's a smart investor, they go and see what ARK investment investing into, because you're going to lose. You're going to have down points. But what I'm saying is, meditate on, have a good feeling about yourself, and meditate on where you want to be in life, and you're going to get there. You write
Hey,
it down.
shout out to my mans too, man. We just a couple of Joe guys that give back. You know what I'm saying? Nobody super rich here, nothing, but we want to grow. We want to grow wealthy with you guys. You get what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So I'm almost there, but I ain't quite comfortable enough
Vision
to
board.
quit my job.
Hey, what I was saying is to get you a vision board. Write down your goals, where you want to be in life.
Yeah.
If you do it like January 1st, you'll be surprised. You'll look at it. You'll look at it. A lot of people think when they come to my house and they say, "Oh, you're gonna get windows for free. You're gonna get, oh, that's ridiculous." Yeah, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna fix my whole house for free. I'm gonna fix it. I got the roof done for free. Can y'all hear me still? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I got the roof done for free. I got a siding done for free. So I'm gonna fix up my whole house for free, doing the stock market, investing in the stock market. Like, this is a perfect opportunity. Like, if you're scared and everybody got doubt in their head, don't invest. Don't invest. But at the same time, you're gonna look back and be like, dang, they've been talking about this stock all this time. And go back through the old shows. The old shows when we said something about a stock, or say something about a stock. Yes, I'm not a financial advisor, but when we say something about a stock, and if you go back on that show and then look how that stock performed, you're gonna be like, wow. I made this one guy $1,000 just off of he just asked me, and I told him what I was doing. He made $1,000 with me, what I've made. So,
hey, another thing, y'all, hey, we serious about the goal boards. I know everybody in here grown or young. Get you a goal board in your house, man. Every time I go into my little office or YouTube studio, I got a big white board up there that reminds me of my goal. You get what I'm saying? Everybody need to be reminded. So make sure y'all get y'all a goal board, put up the stocks that you really looking into, so it keep you focused. You know what I'm saying? That's all we saying.
Right.
You ain't never too old to learn. You never too old to learn. So that's just the message we pass. Like you said, we ain't professionals, none of that. But you know what? Professionals want to charge you $200-300 an hour. This is free here. Let's get these messages down, Silk.
Look, I know that you see it as innovation, but we have to understand that everybody's fighting for like their liberty and their freedom, and that is just one more step in the opposite direction. I'm not saying that it's going to take your freedom away instantaneously, but eventually it's going to evolve into them having an exact record of everything you're doing at every time, being able to trace what's in your system. It's kind of scary.
Hey, media
he
group,
right
man.
about that.
Hey, media group.
He
Look,
is right about that.
Hey, check out my YouTube, JVO TV. That's not my money channel, but I talk about social media on there and social media's effect on the human brain. So I have a lot of videos on social media on there, man, and how social media kills your person. Like it kills your personality. It makes a lot of people. It's doing what it wasn't meant to do in the beginning. They got a documentary on Netflix called Social Dilemma. Some of y'all go in there and watch that, and you can see how social media is warping your mind and changing the way you think. So I hear what you're saying. Shout out to you, man. You're right. People just want freedom. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
a lot of
but
us
at
are
the
not
same
woke.
time, you got to think about this too. At the same time, man, the casino's been doing that with the color coding, making stuff bright red and bright blue
What you
so
think
you
them
can
neon
be
lights is in
welcomed
Las
in.
Vegas for?
That's what I said. Like they've been doing that. So one way or the other, they gonna get what they want. This world is not for us. All we're doing is trying to survive in it. This world really is not for us. We're just trying to survive in it. Make sure our kids as well.
Let's get some more messages. So
Hey, I don't know if you guys know, but there's what's a good tip is there's an FDA calendar, which they talk about the trials of medications that are coming out, like first phase, second phase, third phase, and you can see this calendar and you can buy a stock in that company before they release their results, and you got a good chance. It's usually 50% chance of doing well once they release the results and the news catches wind of it. Usually the stock price will go up. So usually like on a third trial or third phase of testing, the stock would go really high or really low depending on how those tests went. Just something to look out for.
Facts. Yes, I do know about that. Man, that is almost like he's saying. That is almost saying, that's saying like you get paid from your job on a holiday, right?
Okay.
That FDA calendar, like he said, if you get in it on when it gets to the third phase, because normally it'd be 3 phases, but if you get in on this first, second phase, and if it sound good to you, you're gonna make money. But what I'm saying is, like he said, the FDA calendar, definitely check that out. That's guaranteed lottery. Hey, that's a guaranteed lottery source right there. See, a lot of people when they lack knowledge, right? They don't know nothing and their value doesn't increase. When you know little stuff like this, being in this community, when you know little stuff like this, that's how you increase your value. So he just dropped a jewel, man. A lot of people would charge.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that. Shoot, I didn't
Yeah,
even know about that. See, I'm learning stuff too. Silk, you knew about it. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Let's take some more messages.
Hello, guys. Have you invested in cryptocurrencies? Thank you.
Yeah, of course. This show about cryptocurrency, man. That's all we talk about is stocks and cryptocurrency. You just got to go back and listen to our older shows. We talk about Litecoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin. We also talk about the other cryptocurrencies, but it's the jury's still out on something. Yeah, we talk about cryptos all the time.
We talk
man.
about cryptocurrency, stock news. We do it Monday and Wednesday. We got a time locked in, half an hour before the stock market open up. For us, it's 9 o'clock. We post
Mondays
at 9, but Mondays and Wednesdays, man. Tune in, hit that follow button.
We're going to develop a live show where y'all can actually see us while we recording, to try to get a stock and cryptocurrency show talk going. Because if you get people that collaborate, if you get the most powerful thing in this world is collaboration. That's why the government's scared of people who collaborate. You know what I'm saying? And if you could collaborate just like they did on Reddit, they collaborated and they damn near to put their fist into Wall Street. You get what I'm saying? This is something they not used to. That's why we use these different platforms, because we are right now, both of us, we part of the little guy system. You get what I'm saying? They don't want y'all to get together and be educated and financially literate. United States is financially illiterate, especially when you're talking about minorities. They don't know about stocks. They don't know. You get what I'm
I
saying?
also want to say this too, like be careful about the FDA calendar. Yes, they have a calendar, but at the same time, they're behind right now with all the FDA approval. So you want to get your bid in way earlier than that calendar is saying. So just FYI to a lot of people out there, if they look up that FDA calendar, FDA is behind right now on approvals. That's why the whole SENS, Sonics Holding, is behind.
Don't worry, that Sonics. Actually, for me, like I said, I might already average down. I bought some more, man, because Sonics going somewhere. That technology, that company is undervalued. Watch, man, that company going somewhere. But anyway, let's take another message. So,
Yeah, and you're right. It has educated people into the market. That's like golden. So this is a good age or a good time for the younger age people to get into it. And for people that are older that didn't do it, that were just grinders and never invested. But you got to do your research on exactly what's going on with the companies a little bit. And like you were saying, look inside these social media apps and see what's trending. If you want to do day trading, it's a little bit more volatile, but long-term trends, you can see long-term trends escalating. So it's not like, it's a secret.
exactly. Remember, I was talking about that before. Technology, none of this is a secret, man. They tell you what to invest in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got
It's
you got
easy.
information right in your hand. You look at it every damn day, and yet you ask the same questions. You get what I'm saying? Like people ask the same questions, staring the answer in the face. I said, look, man, you jump on the opportunity, and once it explodes, you ride that shit out. You sell when you think it's done, and you get out. They giving you the information. We on these shows giving you free information. Before they used to try to charge you for stuff that I don't feel like you should be charged for. This America. What the hell you gonna charge me for financial advice? You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go on YouTube. I'm about to go on Google, and I'm gonna find out for myself. These financial advisors will fuck around and lose your money, man, and you won't even know what's going on. Let's check another message.
Yeah, man. Social media has done more harm than good, man. Like it has made people more robotic. Like they don't talk with each other no more, man. Everybody's like distant, and everything is instant now, bro. Everybody wants instant gratification, instant love, instant everything, bro. Like it's crazy. Social media has done a lot of damage.
Hey, man, we could
I
do
feel like social media definitely.
We could do a whole podcast on social media. Social media then affected the stock market, the people way of thinking, social events, everything. And paired with this pandemic, everybody now
Relationships.
their mind is even more fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because of social media. Because you've been in the house, and guess what you do now? I done been out talking to somebody, having a whole conversation, and they could not stop for 2 seconds looking at their phone, or I got it. Like it's ridiculousness, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, social media was meant for one thing. It was meant to make people closer, but I feel like
Communicate.
it just made people crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. Let's take another one, so.
I had been hearing about SOS, but I never got around to looking into it. So I just bought a couple of shares, and I'm already up 50 cents a share. I got in at $6.91. Thanks.
Yeah, that SOS limited. If you look at it, wait, look, you're gonna be really happy when Bitcoin surge. All those stocks gonna go crazy. SOS limited, for me, it's got the most upside because it's the cheapest out of the Bitcoin mining stocks.
Right.
And it's going to follow the price of Bitcoin too. So I'm gonna get the most out of my money for that stock. You go to Mara, MARA, ticker symbol, the prices are higher. You get what I'm saying? Mara and what's the other one? So
Riot. Riot is the Nike. Riot is like the Nike version of it. So
yeah,
Riot is going to be more aggressive. RIOT. Yeah. Riot is going to be more aggressive than the other two, like Mara. But Mara is like the Reebok, MARA. And then you got SOS. But don't be fearful, like if it dropped under what you bought it at. because it's going to be an up and down market. You probably bought it in a little bit too high right now, but I would like to see it like $6 or $6.50. So you're going to
No,
see that fluctuation.
no,
So
she
don't
bought in
be
right, man.
surprised.
It's at $7.78. She bought in right.
Yeah, she
This shit
bought
could
in
have
right, but I'm just saying, don't be surprised right now of these weeks leading up to when they approve it. I'm thinking that the White House or the representatives going to approve the stimulus package this week or next week. So you have to see, but I believe it's going to be next week. And then when Joe Biden sign it, then you'll get that tax money rolled out, or get that rolled out. That's when you're going to see a lot of people buying in early right now to try to get a jump on it, so they can get, because I bought Riot at like $45. So I'm just waiting for Joe Biden to do his thing and then put this third stimulus out in the market to
I've been
decrease
watching.
the
I've been
dollar
watching the
value.
stimulus real close, man. And the Senate look like they're gonna take out that $15 minimum wage, like I was saying. I want to see how this stimulus that they going to pass the bill, man. You know what I'm saying? It's probably before March 15th. They're gonna pass that. I want to see how it's going to affect, and then I want to see in the long term what people gonna do with that money. Because a lot of times the consumers take that money and they just go spend it. They've been doing that, but I haven't looked at the 2 times before when we got the other stimulus checks. I didn't see how the market was doing right after. So I don't know if the market went straight up or down. I'm not trying to time it, but I'm trying to get this logical information out of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, market always does well when you got more money into the market. They can keep producing and producing and producing the money, but at the same time, that's why Bitcoin will be drived up, because there's no way around it. To stay afloat, they got to spend. It's just no way around it. That's why Bitcoin is going to increase to 100K, at least 100K this year at the end of the year.
I can't wait, man. It's still the beginning of the year. We only in the first quarter. We got 3 quarters to go. And Bitcoin every year for the last couple of years, I think it's been up like crazy. Like this the most I ever seen it go up just last year. Let's check this last message, Joe.
Hey, Jabo. Nice show today. I've been listening to your show and I really enjoy it. Thanks for spreading all this information. And I think you're absolutely right. Collaboration is key, especially in the cryptocurrency market. We all got to learn this together. We all got to build new wealth together. And so, keep it going. Love your show. Thanks a lot.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, I think that's the guy that had the show the other day. They was the ones. I think you're the guy from the other show I came in to see and was telling you that we do a crypto show too. And they was telling me about something called Three Commas. He put me up. I was telling him about Pionex, and they put me up on a platform called Three Commas. Now I don't know if any of the listeners ever heard of a platform called Three Commas, but they deal where you could buy crypto, but they also have crypto trading bots. That's how advanced cryptocurrency has gotten, is they got cryptocurrency trading bots now. So how it works is the crypto trading bot takes your money and it buys and sells in increments as the price fluctuates. So you get those small profits as it buys and sells shares with the money that you put into that certain cryptocurrency. So if you get more advanced or a little bit like that, and you really understand, it's some nice courses on YouTube about it, cryptocurrency trading bots. And that's something you guys should look to in the future. Only when you get a nice amount of money into it. Like me, I'm playing around with $800-900 in Pionex right now. Only because I didn't know what cryptocurrency trading bot was. They got like an AI strategy. When you get in, it creates you a bot and it accumulates you money through buys and sells. So if anybody's interested in that, check out Pionex, Pionex, or Three Commas. I'm gonna look more into Three Commas, but it looks like it's got a bigger community than Pionex. But all these technologies, like you said, man, is coming out. Everything is changing, and more information is coming out. I don't even think it's but a few people who completely understand cryptocurrency, because there's so much new technology being introduced, and there's so many layers to it, and there's so many different generations of crypto. That all they know is the main.
But also, I would like to say, everybody do their homework. on this crypto hype. I got bought into the crypto hype. I'm not speaking negative, but I have to be the elephant in the room. Everybody buy into this crypto hype, and then sooner or later, the app closed down, or the app or the website disappeared, and you don't even know where your money went. So what I'm saying is, do your homework on it. Make sure that these sites or these apps are approved, by the Better Business Bureau. Do your homework. Like, don't just immediately just run in and spend your money on stuff that you don't understand, because you'll be going backwards like that.
It's like always look for credible sources. Like me, I find out about things just like y'all find out about things through the news and through other financial communities. Like I told y'all about BlockFi. I don't know if anybody know about BlockFi. It's where you put your crypto in and you incur interest from loans. They loan your money out and you get interest off of that. So whatever interest they get paid, they pay you back. And it's crazy, ridiculous interest rate. So say you got 800 grand in there and they pay you 8.5% for that Bitcoin you got in there. I'm not saying that's the exact rate. That's $8,500, man. I'm just saying, pay attention. Always go to credible sources. And me, I'm not always the first guy in the room, but I'm damn sure going to be on site when everybody start to make that money. I watch the credible people on YouTube. I watch the Graham Steffens, the Meat Kevins, the what's the other guy name? Andrews, I don't know if I watch all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. I make mistakes too, but once I start seeing more and more credible YouTubers and credible people that I believe in and I've made money with, then I start to believe it. Then I start to look into it for myself. And then I start to make my moves. Because if you don't make any moves, you aren't going to go anywhere. If you don't, if you want to stay safe, then, you know what I'm saying? If you want to stay safe, go to church. You know what I'm saying? Or do something else. Don't get into the stock market. It's just not, it's not a safe, nothing is going to be safe. You got to take these risks, man. You got to take them.
Hey, real quick update, man. The 3 stocks that I was talking about, MARA is up to $38. That's a plus $3.14. That's a 9% increase. And then the second one, the number one that I was talking about was Riot.
Crazy right now, y'all. Y'all got to look into get this money. Go ahead.
RIOT, $53.36, up $4.42. That's a 9% increase. And then your magical SOS, $8.16, up $1.41. That's a 20% increase. Stay in your lane profits, baby. 20% increase.
20%. I'm telling y'all, look, if you look into these blockchain mining companies, if you don't believe in cryptocurrency, say you don't believe in cryptocurrency, you believe in Bitcoin, you don't give a shit about Bitcoin, none of that. Look into the technologies that are investing in Bitcoin, that are in the stock market then. MARA, like Silk just said, those are great opportunities that you can get in. SOS limited. If you don't have that much money, you throw it into something that you know is going to gain over time. And if you believe in Bitcoin, but you don't want to go to Bitcoin directly, then this is an indirect way of you getting in the market to help yourself. Let's get some of these messages down. So
I think once Yellen completely bans Bitcoin from the United States and everyone loses their money, it's going to be riots.
Hell no. That's not going to happen. If they ban Bitcoin from United States, you probably will shit. I guess he's right. It probably will be riots. I'm going to be at the Capitol with me and Silk going to be at the Capitol.
Silk ain't going to be at the Capitol. Silk going to be just flying somewhere where you can use Bitcoin at. That's all Silk going to be doing.
Hey, look, you better go to Africa and get it then, because they want to regulate it.
I'm not going to know. Listen, I love my life there. All I can do is adjust. If they shut it down, I'm going to just adjust to the program. I might move to South Africa like everybody else doing. So I'm just going to go where I can use my Bitcoin at. Like, I'm not going to cry about how people, that's like a job, Ukraine job because they did mandatory Saturdays. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust to these changes like I always did. I survive out here. I'm not here to be arguing or riot over how they do stuff. This is their country. Let them do what they want to do. I'll go find a country that do what I like to do. And I like
That's not
to
gonna happen, man.
money. I like to
Come on.
save money and I like to spend money. And
Too many
FYI,
corporations.
just I'm not being flashy or nothing, but I just made 30K today off those 3 stocks. So by me being an average Joe, I feel like I know what I'm talking about. Let's get to the next message.
Hey, don't be showing off.
Hey, JVO TV, how much you profiting, if you don't mind me asking, on Pine X so far? I know you said, I think $30 or something because you put 300.
Hey, I gotta check it again, but my profit been fluctuating. I actually put some more money in it, man. I'm up to like 800-900 in there right now. My profit is looking like $50-$60 right now. So it's trading up and down. I got my money on ADA. That's what's that? Cardona. That's the name of it, ain't it?
Yeah, Cardona.
Yeah. I got my money on that, and I got it on a trading bot inside of Pinex. So my profit is like $50-$60 right now. But I only had it in there for a day. You know what I'm saying? Like I only had it in there for a day. The price ain't going up crazy. Like when I bought the ADA, it was at $1.22. It's only fluctuated like 123, 124. So my bot in there is working for me. I'm not making money off the price. I'm making money off my bot buying low and selling high. So I mean, low key, that's pretty good. Imagine if I had put more capital in it. Imagine if I had put 10, 20 grand in there. You know what I'm saying? How much would that profit be after that? Then I would be talking about some real money, but it's still a new technology. So I need to fill it out before I start losing real money in it or gaining real money in it. So, hey, good question, man. I'm doing pretty good in it, though.
What are you talking about? Crypto's never going to be covered by the BBB. It's volatile and untraceable.
Right. That's what we staying in. Oh, who said it was be covered by the BBB?
But, no. It must have been a guy. I never said it was going to be covered by the BBB. He talking about the other guy?
Oh, yeah, he might. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what he's saying. The listener that chimed in. Yeah.
Oh, no. No, that ain't going to happen, man. I'm with you on that, man.
Right.
And if it's Bitcoin, that's a lot more than $8,500 you lose over time.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys have any mining rigs?
No, but
that's a negative for me.
I don't have no Bitcoin mining rig, man, only because to simply make real money off of that, man, you got to have a super powerful computer, and you need to have a couple of them. Like me, during the pandemic, I had got bored, so I started looking up how to build a computer. So I built one of them gaming computers, which I could basically turn into a Bitcoin mining rig, but I'm not gonna do that to my graphics card, man. Look, I'm gonna leave that to SOS Limited and MARA. I'm gonna leave that to the big time. I'm gonna leave that to the big corporations.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I just feel like I'm comfortable with $115 light bill, bro. I don't want no $800 light bill. Like me, bottom line, I feel like that's a bad investment. Let them guys do what they got to do. You just keep investing your money, living your average life, investing your money. I ain't into the mining and all that stuff. Let them do that. They got the big money to do that. If you ain't talking big money, like we on an average podcast, why would that's just bad business for me. Like I'd rather live my life, invest in stuff, watch my money grow, and just chill and not worry about my light bill being $800 this month and $1,500 the next month. You go on YouTube. The people who's mining this stuff, they really struggling out here to balance some type of profit. While I'm just sitting at home playing Division 2, and I just made 30K today. So I'm good with the way I'm living. I'm not trying to mine anything.
Yeah, I feel like you said, someone stated Bitcoin mining rigs. You know how much that take? You're gonna be spending more money on the damn rig than what you making. So what's the point when you could just jump into the stock market or what's the name and make triple and way more than that?
Yeah.
I get you with the
Yep.
Bitcoin mining, man, but unless you got the right setup, you know what I'm saying,
And a
you're not
good
gonna.
money.
Unless you got the right setup, man, and a whole bunch of mining rigs, I wouldn't do it unless you mining some new stuff, not Bitcoin, because that ain't gonna get you no real money unless you got it.
And you
I would be
definitely got to
mining.
go solar. You definitely got to go solar.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's enough energy to run a Bitcoin mining rigs, man. That take a
Nah,
lot
it
of
ain't.
energy. That take a lot of energy, man. Anyway, let's get another one.
Jabo, we got a show tonight specifically on 3 commas and how to use bots for trading. It's at 7 p.m. tonight on stereo. But my goal each day is to earn 1%. Whether the market's down or the market's up, I try to earn 1% each day on bot trading.
Hey, I'm working on it, man. I'm at like 0.60% right now. So if I could earn 1% every day on my money just for having it sitting in there, that'd be excellent, man. I'm gonna definitely tune in at 7 because I want to learn more about crypto trading bots.
Yeah.
I know it's like a newer technology to me. So I had tuned in today's show because I didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be there at 7, man, to check your show out because I need to know more about it. And I feel like it's the wave of the future. It's like cryptocurrency right now is so new. Them trading bots is gonna make you so much money, just like all them high interest accounts like BlockFi and all them apps is offering for cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency
Yeah,
just everything, man.
I'm willing to invest some money too. Like when I do it, I just like put like 1,000. Say if you had $1,000, and if his goal if he reaches his goal, that's a plus 362%. That made him that $1,000 made him $4,520 just by doing nothing. If he reaches his goal, but say if he reaches half of that. So that's like 150%. That's still you still up $1,500. So it's a win-win situation. If it works, I'm definitely gonna tune in at 7 because I'm definitely interested in having multiple streams of income.
Yes, man. I be trying to. It's so important for y'all to be diversified. Like they say, you to be diversified in your stock portfolio. Be diversified in cryptocurrency too. You know what I'm saying?
Another
That's what
thing I
I'm.
want to say before we get to these messages, man, look at the power of social media. Yeah, we talk about how bad it is, but at the same time, we have created a community. YouTube has taught me a lot more than watching TV or watching the news. And just like YouTube, I believe in this
That's
stereo
the
app,
truth,
man.
though.
This
No key is
stereo
true.
app is teaching us how to make money. We've got people chime in all over the world, like listening to our stuff or listening to other people's podcasts. So I strongly recommend to get with these people on this stereo, but do your own due diligence. That's just like anything. If
Yeah,
like
y'all,
we tell y'all a crypto play or a stock play, you still got to do your own due diligence.
yeah.
So
Y'all do that. Do your own due diligence, all that of that, and then go add me on Twitter and Instagram, man, because I got like 1 or 2 friends on there, man. I'm gonna start. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start posting articles or posting things about stocks on my Twitter, on my Instagram. Look. I'm one of the people I didn't, but like I hated social media, man. Social media
yeah,
ruined a
I'm gonna
lot of
sign
people's
up to
lives.
social media.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just starting back. I'm just like, let me get an Instagram, let me get a Twitter. I don't even be on those places a lot, but I'm gonna get on there once we get a bigger
Yeah.
community. Y'all go on there and add me, man. I'm lonely on there. I got like 2 followers on Twitter and Instagram, so I need some followers so we can start building this community more. So when you tweet something or say something on your Instagram, I can retweet it or say something else if it's good information. What we want to do is make a positive atmosphere with people with good information. You know what I'm saying? Be like,
Right.
hey, man, I really think this is something that's going to explode. What do you guys think about that? And I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that too, because I need some friends. Let's take some messages, Silk.
So I'm currently mining consistently $7 a day for 1 rig. So is anyone else yielding that kind of result? I mean, there has to be a point where the amount of money yielded is exceeds the cost of the hardware, and it's just profit. But the cost of electricity is outrageous. Like, a
Yeah,
high-powered
see?
GPU, you're talking like, hundreds of watts.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Foxy Loxy, $7 a day is not worth it. Listen to me. Even if you got 2 graphics
I think
cards,
she said
you need
7%.
no, she said $7, I think, didn't she?
$7 a day.
I think she
Oh.
either said $7 or $7, but either one she
Well,
said.
$7 a day can't be maintaining her yields and stuff. Hey,
If
if
she only
Foxy,
got
if you don't
one
mind
mining,
chiming in and tell us exactly like I'm curious on how do your electricity bill fluctuates? Like
no,
like
she just
each
said it was
month,
crazy.
like just a random 3 months, like how do it fluctuate? So that's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, I'm interested to know too because everybody I know, unless you got more than one mining rig, I mean, I almost feel like it's not worth it at all, man. It's almost like you
Man, I'm about
going
to
to run or something. Like,
shout
yo,
out to all the listeners, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm about to go and listen to this thing once this show over. I probably listened to it about 3-4 times today, just so I can get all this information. Like, these are Jews out here, man. This is man. This community, y'all about to make me rich as hell. Like, shout out to all the listeners out there.
hey, just from learning, just from listening, you find out things you didn't know. But back to Foxy Loxy, listen. If your costs don't cover that stuff, I would get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it destroys your graphic card. It destroys. You make your little money, but unless you got a big time setup and you for real putting, it's not worth it to me. The energy cost is just gonna be crazy. So that's just what we were talking about. Let's take some more messages. So we got to get them down.
Sid Kala on the SOS. I mean, I think it's awesome. You made 30,000. I want to, do something like that eventually. Get up to that, making that much. But did you buy SOS pre-market value and how much and how many shares? If you don't mind me asking, and what did you sell it for?
No, I didn't sell none of my shares just yet. I'm currently holding for the latecomers. I did the top 3 that I was invested in. SOS was number 3, Mara was number 2, and my Riot was number 4. Currently, I have 10,000 shares of SOS. I have 5,000 shares of Mara, and then my Riot shares, I have 2,000 shares of Riot. So my big money play is going to be SOS because, like I was telling everybody, I develop a stay in your lane atmosphere. I don't have that big money, for Mara or Riot. I got money in there, but the big money you want to invest in stuff that you believe in. So that's that SOS, which a listener on this show told us about 3 shows ago. So that's what I'm saying. Shout out to the listeners, man. Like, not only are we making y'all money, but y'all making us money. So I'm pumped about that, and I appreciate everybody happy for me making money. But that ain't the goal, man. The goal is for us to make money. So on this channel, I want everybody to make money.
Yeah, and the only reason that Silk made that much money is because he put more capital into it. It's not like everybody got thousands to throw money in it. Like me, I got my certain amount of money. I don't have that much money just to be throwing on one stock, but I've done it before. But I don't really take as much risk because my capital is lower. So everybody listening in, that's not the norm for everybody. But once you get really good into it, it's going to be
Right.
your norm. One day you're gonna wake
It's
up like,
going to be
shit, I
your
made
normal.
$20,000. And then one day you
But
might wake up like, I lost 7. But you know what? Most of the time you're going to wake up and win because you now have the knowledge. You now got the,
you decided.
Yeah, you now got that power and you got that confidence in you and you know what stocks and you know what you're doing. So now when you wake
But
up.
this was what I'm saying. This is for the beginners out here. Download Robinhood, put $20 a week in there, divide that 20 up by 3, take on these picks. If you win, if you gain $5 to $17, you gain $5 to $17, but you're making money without working, without going to sleep. Then that money builds up. That's why I say you have to make a decision whether you're going to do it or not. Point blank, period. Like you go into a room, you gonna cut the light on or you gonna stay in the dark all the time. So If you decide to cut the light on, download Robinhood right now. You ain't even got to use no link or nothing, affiliate link. Just download Robinhood and start today. That's why I say it ain't never too late. I created a financial freedom in 3 years. You can too, but I've been working 10 years. You know what I'm saying? In my 7th year,
We just
my
got woke
eyes
lately.
woke up. Right. In 7 years, my eyes woke up. So your eyes can too, man. It's
Hey,
just all about discipline.
we about to fire rapid these questions, man, so we can get through all the messages. I know people piling up with the
So I think that one of the downfalls of Bitcoin is that, for a transaction block to complete, you're looking at like 40 minutes to process your transaction. I think that's not acceptable, to apply in most business transactions. Like, where you're going to wait in line until it goes through.
Hey,
what did that quote? Let's go back to that quote. What did that quote say? The impatient are the gains wealth. What was that quote?
She's saying the transaction, like credit cards can process 25,000 transactions, I think, in a second. Bitcoin can only do under 100 something. But you know what? To counteract that, sweetie, Foxy Locks, they got other cryptocurrencies like the one I just told you, ADA, Cardona. That one has a lot more transactions per second. Each blockchain technology crypto that's coming out is improving on the last. So Bitcoin is the legacy coin. You know what I'm saying? It's the oldest, it's the first. That's why the transactions for that is not improved. They improved that. That was made back in 2009. They got other cryptocurrencies that improve on that and other things. So I hear what you're saying. Bitcoin is too slow, but eventually it's gonna get outpaced by these other coins. For right now, Bitcoin is what they know. She's talking about the transactions per second. 25,000 for regular credit cards and stuff. But they're gonna up that. They're gonna up that. I was just looking into something like that. Let's get another one.
They're gonna have way new coins, but what we're saying is like similar, like to the art gallery. Value, time increases everything value. That's why I say Bitcoin, the beef, it performs like a elephant, but at the same time, that elephant is gonna gracefully still be the big dog in the future.
I said $7. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Listen, you can't even buy a Happy Meal with $7 anymore. Get out of that. Put your
that's the truth,
like
though.
you're not covering, like that's not even covering maintenance. Is that $7. Price or that stuff covering maintenance? Like, I don't know.
Don't listen to them things. Like that $7, that's nowhere near worth doing that. You know what I'm saying? At all. Trust me. Let's get to the next.
Okay, so if I'm strictly mining using GPU, it's like running a couple 100-watt light bulbs because, in one technique to increase the speed of mining, cracking the hashes is actually undervolting your GPU. So you're supplying it less voltage. It actually has the effect of making it more efficient.
Hey, be careful with that because it messes up your graphics card. And if you overclock or underclock your GPU, I know what you're talking about. It'll cut your computer off sometimes. I know about. I got my computer. I built my computer, and it could cut your computer off, and it's gonna destroy your graphics card. Like a lot of people don't tell you that. For that $7 a day, your card is burnt out eventually. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful with that, Foxy Locky.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That sounds like she growing digital weed, bro. That's not gonna produce till 20 to 30 years. You might as well just trade all that in and get you some weed, get you some flour and grow that and have that harvest and make money on that in like 3 months. Like that is just kind of like, I don't know. I ain't really into the crypto world. You already know that, but I'm just trying to use my brain to wrap around why would I want to farm or do that if I'm not a big company.
Hey, speaking of that digital weed, hey, is anybody holding marijuana stocks right now? Anybody paying attention to marijuana news that's going on? The southern states are going to start legalizing marijuana by 2024, man. So I just wanted to know if anybody was holding marijuana stocks, or I'm the only one. I was holding at Sundial Growers, I was saying before, but I'm thinking about, because marijuana stocks is such a speculative play, man. But I feel like it's coming. It's coming. Thinking about putting some money in Aora. I don't know if anybody know what Aora is. The cannabis company from Canada. I was thinking about putting some money into that. So if anybody got marijuana stocks, chime in. Let me know what you think. Let's check some messages, Silk.
I'm thinking about getting a laptop, which I would bring to work every day and let it mine on my company's power. And I hope to make at least
Hey, that's a genius
$5 a
right
day
there.
with that laptop. It'll take me probably 4 or 5 months to, or maybe a little more, to actually get my return on investment. But then after that, it should be just pure profit after that.
Hey, Vizzo, you got to keep that on the low,
Hey,
man.
that's
Your
a
job
genius
gonna be
right there.
tuning in. Hey, his job gonna tune in. Like, you say what? But hey, I never thought about nothing like that, man. Mining at your company job. I mean, as long as you
That's
can
why
do
I
it,
said that's a genius right there. He
that is
using
a
his
free. I never
companies,
thought about that.
but the only thing is they might chime in and say, okay, every time he logging in, this usage rate is up. Like company, it all depends what company you go to that's doing that. But I mean, if you can get away with it, get away with it. If you're using somebody else's username or user account, yeah, that's a genius
No,
way,
he's
man.
talking about the energy cost. Like, that's actually really that's a good gym, man. That's actually really genius, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Having that run on the
But
low while you at the job.
then again, how good is your graphics card gonna be? Because
It's a laptop.
if I would, yeah, it's on a laptop. But what if I would say, like, these graphic cards are not that available like that? Like, I'm looking for a graphic card right now that's just, it comes and goes in Best Buy. You gotta look at these graphics cards like PS5s. You gotta
I'm
like pre-buy
gonna get
them.
it for you. That's because that new 3080 Ti is out. I get it for you. You got to go on these sites where the stock checker sites where they get the, they'll tell you as soon as it's in, you got to buy it right away. It's like the PS5 and the Xbox, the Xboxes right now. You got to get on them stock tracker
Yeah,
sites.
you got to get extra.
Yeah, let's check another one.
Okay, that's awesome, so Hala. But the 10,000 you put, or not 10,000 you put, the 10,000 shares that you own of SOS. Did you buy that today at pre-market value, and at what rate, and and what price or sell limit are you going to sell it for? If you don't mind me asking.
He's talking about the SOS, right?
Yeah. He want to know the price you got in. He doing them calculations. I see you, wee bull.
Yeah. He trying to make another 1,000 over there or whatever money he made.
Hey, well,
I believe I got an SOS around. I didn't get it as, I think I got it close to I think I got like 650 or 660, right? My exit strategy for SOS, it all depends, man. Like, I'm not putting like a sell all thing on it just yet, because I'm riding the momentum of this third stimulus. So I will.
It's gonna keep going up. It's gonna be
Yeah.
good, man.
Tune in every. Yeah. Get back with me Monday, and then I can tell you a little bit more of what my strategy gonna be. But right now, I'm riding this stimulus wave. Now, don't be surprised. I was telling Brandy that was listening in. Don't be surprised if SOS go up and down and fluctuate, because they trying to get people. These day traders trying to ride the hype and then get out. So, I mean, it's about to be 12 now anyway. That's when normal trading. A lot of people stop trading. So let's see where SOS is right now. SOS is at, yep, it just went down. It was at $8, but now just went down to $7.90. So I'm thinking it's going to be around 750 throughout this, till 4 o'clock.
I'm up at SOS Limited. I bought it down at $5, five something. You know what I'm saying? So when it dropped down low, I got me a couple hundred shares of it. I didn't go crazy big like y'all, but I'm making me some money off of it. Let's get these messages down.
I say the safe exit will probably be $10.
$10.
But I'm trying to get greedy. I'm trying to get greedy. I'm trying to
holding,
do
man.
$12, $15. That's what my goal is.
Thanks for letting me chime in here, guys. Silk, you said that you got that tip from a listener. Well, I got another tip for you and for anyone listening. Of course, you got to do your own research on this stuff, but I've done very well in a token called ERSDL, and it's a token that's traded on the Ethereum network. You have to buy it through Uniswap. And I've tripled my investment so far on it. I think it's trading at around like 16 cents right now, and the outlook is about $1.
I love them dollars, bro. Hey, I love them dollar
tokens,
stocks. I ain't gonna lie.
You talking about the tokens used on the marketplaces like Binance, Pionex, and all. It's tokens of the different cryptocurrencies. So that's a little bit more advanced than the average person know about.
Yeah, I'm definitely not advanced, bro.
Yeah, that's some tokens you use on them crypto trading bot sites and stuff like that. Hey, they not advanced yet, but we're gonna get to that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying. Y'all check that out and look that up. If you do have a crypto trading bot, are you into that? So he ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you deal with somebody who ahead of the curve, you're like, oh, you know about that? Oh, okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Sorry, I've just jumped into this show. Great show, by the way. I just wanted to know, how do you buy your cryptocurrencies? I've set up a Coinbase account. Have you used that before, or is there better ones out there? Thanks, guys.
Hey, String, Coinbase is the most popular. Now, I use Coinbase the most. You got other people who use Phoenix and other platforms like that, but I use Coinbase because Coinbase, I think like the other ones, you can get free cryptocurrency just from answering questions, man. They ask you still like, what is this? And then they give you a quiz. You could get the answer wrong as many times as you want and then get the right answer. And they still gonna give you $2-3. Some of them is $3. But that stuff add up. So I got like over $100 in free cryptocurrency from Coinbase just from answering questions and having surveys and stuff like that. So if you do
this show is fire, bro. 3 hours in, we going over our time a little bit. But man, this always happen, bro. But let's keep them going, bro.
Hey, we're gonna keep going. But Coinbase is cold, man.
Hey, if that can supply my weed source, then hey, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't think that it's like, you know, $700 a day, covers the overhead of electricity or whatever. And I do know, like, I'm surprised.
Oh,
like,
she
more
said
people,
$700 a day.
In Litecoin, because the chain block completion is like just a couple minutes,
Oh, 700. Oh,
she said 700 a day. See, that's a little different.
Yeah, I thought you said 700.
when you add a couple more zeros, she's saying 700 a day. That's a little different.
Oh, I thought you said, I was about to say, like, if your cost if that don't cover your cost, then I would never, ever, ever do something like that. Let's get another one, Silk. We got to fire him back.
Yeah, JVO TV, I got a lot of shares in Sundial, but I mean, if Biden does something with, decriminalizing marijuana or so forth, it would definitely jump up. So let's hope that he makes that happen. I mean, so far he kind of backpedaled on the $15 stimulus. I'm sorry, $15 minimum wage, and the $2,000 stimulus reducing did $1,400. We'll see.
Hey,
one thing guaranteed that Biden will pass that marijuana law, but that marijuana law is going to be on the back burner. So I'm thinking summertime-ish, then you're going to start hearing people get fired up about it, and then it's going to start blowing. Right now, if you ain't early and if you got your money sitting there, then let it sit. But me personally, I say that's almost a guarantee because his son died of cancer, and there's a lot of good to marijuana.
Wait, you said Joe Biden's son?
Yeah, Joe Biden's son passed away on cancer.
I ain't even
So
know
that
that.
was, yes, that's one thing that during the Obama administration that they were saying that they wanted to attack this cancer thing.
Oh wow, wow. Let's get some more messages. So
Voyager is a good one. I used to use Coinbase and Gemini with Voyager. There's no fees or low fees compared to the other ones, and you can get high interest off your crypto as well because they lend it out, so you get that money using Voyager.
hey, Voyager sound like BlockFi, man. It sounds like another marketplace, but BlockFi in a marketplace, they just hold your money and only let you buy the main Bitcoins and stuff like that. So you hear that string, the guy that tuned in before Coinbase, and he was talking about something like Voyager. I'm gonna have to look into all these platforms because I'm diversified, but every day is new knowledge out here, like these different platforms I never heard of. And every time that you guys give these, I always research. So after, I'm probably gonna jump on YouTube, start looking up Three Commas, start looking up Voyager. Then I'm gonna look up some other exchanges. So I'm knowledgeable on that stuff for you guys. I just didn't know about all these. I knew about them, but I didn't never get into them. I only focus really on the ones I make my money in, like Coinbase, BlockFi. I use Stash. I try to get diversified in all these different platforms, but they popping up like all these new digital platforms is popping up like firecrackers right now because they know the money is there. You know what I'm saying? All these places getting money because they know Coinbase is going to be the first that's going to file the IPO. They're going to be the first cryptocurrency exchange on the stock market when they get in there. So everybody pay attention to that too. Coinbase is going public. I think they had profits of 300 million in 2020. So now they going public too. So y'all pay attention to that. Let's get another message. So
Hey, I'm curious, what trading bots are you guys using for crypto and also for stocks, if any?
I'm using the grid trading bot. You know, that's the easiest one for me. I don't use the reverse grid bot. I don't use the other bots because I don't know about them. I use the grid one and I use the AI strategy for now until I set my own parameters. So I use the grid bot.
Also on Voyager, you can buy Uni, you can buy lots of different coins versus the other ones. So Voyager is, again, it has many advantages. Again, no fees, lots of crypto that you can buy, various ones, unlike the Coinbase and Gemini, because I've transferred, all my crypto from those into Voyager.
Hey, Silk, write that Voyager down, man. That's another. See, we gonna keep listening. Just replay the shows so we can see what listeners said. What we gonna start calling y'all out by name. We always write down this information. That's something I want to check out too. Because every show we do, somebody give me something that end up benefiting me. He's saying something about Voyager, so we gotta check Voyager out.
Yep.
I mean, you guys have Bitcoins just like I do. You leave it there on a monthly basis. They give you an interest of 5.5%.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I use Stash
5.5%.
and Acorn for saving. As far as stocks and crypto, I am on Robinhood, Webull, Thinkorswim, Coinbase, Crypto.com. I'm waiting on Binance. They're so slow. I've been trying to get in with them since November. And
Man,
other people are getting
Binance
in
is
in like
slow,
2 or 3 weeks'
bro.
time.
Yeah,
What?
you're right.
Because of you, JVO, I did the BlockFi and Voyager. I just got on Voyager 3 days ago. I was on the waiting list. The next day I was off the waiting list. I funded my account and started buying crypto. And I've already made a profit. So all that from on Voyager in 72 hours time? But I'm the
Wow.
same. I like to diversify. I don't want all my money in one spot, all my eggs in one basket, because sites could crash. You
You
gotta go
never know.
with
Yep, yep.
moving it around so it's not all in one spot.
You said Binance was closed. Silk.
No, just Binance just difficult to get in. Like I've been waiting now for about a week about Binance.
Why is
So
it a damn waiting list though? I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe everybody shift. I mean, this is a new world, bro, we're living in. You want to be trading in the United States just with your money as like your US money is US money. You can't spend it nowhere else like that. I mean, you can spend it a few places, few countries, but what I'm saying is cryptocurrency is a worldwide currency. That's why, get what I'm
That's
saying?
why.
Like you got more users, you got people I don't even know trading hands.
Well, it's gonna work out for him, man. But I see the time is 12:07. We done went a little bit past, but we didn't learn and gave out excellent tips. I really, 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 really love our listeners, and I like the information I get from this show every time. You know, I wake up and it always start off a little slow, but we always get into our groove once everybody starts to tune in and give the same information. Like I was telling y'all earlier in the show, make sure y'all all, you know what I'm saying, stay in the community, in the financial community, and keep on giving these gems. And y'all make sure y'all add me on Twitter and Instagram because I don't have any friends on there. And I'm gonna start dropping information as it goes, even when we not doing the radio show. And we want to do more than 2 shows a week. So if the schedule permits for it, Mondays and Wednesday at 9 is when we're gonna come on. But other days is still up. You know, I'm not at my job right now, so I might go back. So that's why we only doing it for Monday and Wednesday. But we're gonna try to get more shows so you guys can understand and chime in and get the information like you've been given the information. Because I love doing this with Silk, and we're going to continue to do it. Ain't that right, Silk?
Yep, for sure. Monday and Wednesdays, man. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you hit that follow button for JVO TV and Silk Holla. But it's 9 o'clock. We're our time, but really it's a half an hour before the market open up. So whatever time you in, what time your market open up, that's when half an hour before that market open up, JVO TV and Silk Holla, we're going live.
Yeah, and then we're going to be talking about this money. I'm about to check the stock market out right now and see if there's anything else, any plays I need to make right now. Because I've been on this radio show. I ain't been looking at my stocks. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like I wanted to buy these options on SOS and Sensonics. So I'm going to take a look at that as soon
You
as I get off
still,
the
yeah.
news.
That's a good one. Before they go up, before Sensonics get out of here, I'm doing the option play on SOS.
Hey, I'm gonna do 10 contracts on Sensonics. I believe it's gonna be a certain price by a certain time, and I'm gonna get my money. But anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all re-listen to the other shows, and love you all. Shoot, I guess.
Yeah.
You ready?
If it's a contract out there for SOS, that's like $10 that in like 2 weeks, I would definitely explore that. But do your own homework. We're not financial advisors, but that's probably my next move.
Before we go, anybody got anything else they need to say, or any question you got? Any questions on stocks or cryptocurrency?
That's it, man. Looks like that's it. I appreciate everybody.
I appreciate everybody. All right. See ya.
All right, man. JVO, peace.